high school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of High School Sports here on Twin Broadcasting. Ariel Melendez here as Millville and Vineland, part one of the rivalry here at the Babe Ruth Field, Millville hosting the Fighting Clan. Again, Ariel Melendez here. Joining me today, to my left, Tyrell Dunn. We appreciate you jumping in for us today. I always feel awkward saying Fred to my own father, but unfortunately couldn't join us tonight. He's at a different endeavor, but he will be with us tomorrow for part two. But Tyrell, you said this is the first time that you've done baseball. You saw a little bit of the game yesterday, so just some of your initial thoughts of the high school baseball experience.
It's very, I watched the game yesterday, and I was able to get a little bit of pointers watching the Millville baseball, and although they did have a tough loss, there were some good points, like in the beginning of the game, they went up 2-0, but unfortunately could not keep that lead as they ended up losing 3-2 to Buna. I think if they just keep the lead, stay in it, seemed like the dugout got out of it a little bit last night, and it feels like if they were to stay in it, stay energized, stay hyped for their teammates, cheer for their pitcher when he gets a strikeout, or cheer for their shortstop when he makes a good play, that keeps the energy high, that keeps the hype high, that keeps everybody's, momentum high, and that's how they win the game. However, they weren't able to do that yesterday. That's why they lost to Buna.
Yeah, and that's definitely an important part of the game, too, not just what you see on the field. And if this is a game you can't get up for, I don't know what game is, because this is the rivalry, part one today, that is hosted here at the Babe Ruth Field. Always a cool event that these teams are able to put on, kind of coming back to where a lot of these players played when they grew up in Millville, Vineland. They all know each other, so it should be an exciting game for us.
100%. Like you said, if you don't get hyped for a Millville-Vineland rivalry, one of the longest-standing rivalries in the country, in the world, who knows? But
good evening and welcome in to Millville High School Baseball here on Quinn Broadcasting, as that first pitch is low for a ball. Carson Reed on the mound for the Thunderbolts, throwing to Don Manzoni, the leadoff batter for the Fighting Clan. That one misses just inside as well. So two quick balls. Getting started a little bit early here at the Babe Ruth Field here in Millville, New Jersey. 6:55 first pitch. That one right down the chute for strike one. Nice job by Reed to get back in the count there.
Yeah, we are starting a little bit early. We
weren't ready. We weren't ready for this one yet. As that second one in, right over Reed's head into center field. Cutting it off there as a shortstop, but not in time. A good job to leg that one out by Manzoni.
A lot of speed by. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
A lot of speed by Manzoni there. That's one of those balls where you have to either the pitcher's got to get it, or it's one of those tough ones where your leadoff batter is your fastest guy. So there's a high chance that he's going to beat that one out. So good job on Manzoni using his legs, getting to first base there.
Yeah, that's Pat Tall, who made a lot of impressive plays over at shortstop. It was just too deep in the hole to be able to leg that one out. Throws over. Ooh, that was close. Reed keeping an eye on Manzoni over there at first. Xavier Etheridge, the batter. Another one over. Manzoni back in time.
Keeping him honest early. He sees the speed that he has.
Yeah, and he's getting himself a decent lead over there. Aggression was the name of the game on the base paths yesterday for both Buna and the Thunderbolts. And off, Manzoni is able to get in under the tag.
Ball just a little bit too high there from Jaden. I think if that ball was a little bit more on the line, he gets him. However, just a little bit high.
Yeah, Gordon had a little bit of trouble yesterday with some high throws. That one he did get down a little bit lower and keeps Manzoni from advancing further. Take another look at it. The umpires did double check and make sure that Manzoni did get in, but he did get in under the tag, as that one is outside. It is 2-0 on the batter, Xavier Etheridge. Reed just having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone early on, and with a runner on second and no outs in the inning. And that one misses low. Had a lot of movement on that pitch. Just a little bit too much movement for Reed.
One of those ones where you have to start in on the batter rather than start over the plate. As soon as it's still the first inning. If he gets that figured out, he'll be fine for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Reed has faced Vineland multiple times during his high school career, as 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone. Puts Etheridge on first base. Reed's pitched well against Vineland during his career. From what I was told yesterday, he is 3-0 against Vineland. He pitched, I believe, at the JV level, and he's pitched the last 2 for varsity. So they tab him with the start here against the Fighting Clan, but he's in an early hole here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. CJ Santiago, the first baseman, up with a chance to do some early damage.
And Vineland's a disciplined team. That's why they're 4-2 now. They know when to. They know they like their pitches. They're going to hit them when they want, and they're not going to chase those ones outside of the zone. So that's why they have 2 on right now.
That was a good job by Reed to get the first strike as the runners are off. Goranson with the throw again high into left field, but a really nice job by Tull to back that one up, and that has been an early issue as Etheridge with a stolen base, his second stolen base, or Manzoni's second stolen base. Etheridge, as Manzoni is kind of walking it off over there. So that's already 3 stolen bases in the inning.
Yeah, yesterday against Buna, Jay, like you said, Goranson had some overthrows, and that led to one of Buna's runs, which led them to winning.
It led to the winning run, yes.
It led to the winning run. So Goranson just has to get those throws down.
It's a 1-1 the count. That second pitch, a ball to Santiago, and yeah, Reed got to find a way to at least get 1 out here. That one a little high. Millville playing in a bit.
Looking to get that runner at home plate.
That's Tull and Dixon playing in. That one doesn't quite catch the corner. So again, a 3-ball count in favor of the Fighting Clan. Reed's 1 pitch away from loading the bases in the first inning. That one high. Santiago will head to first base, and the bases are loaded for the guy you do not want the bases loaded for. Mario Toro, one of Vineland's best, I'd say, overall players. You do not want to see him right now with the bases loaded.
No, and Reed, like you said, is struggling. I was looking at his stats a little bit, and he only has one ERA, 11 Ks, 2 walks. He already has 2 walks in the first inning of this game. So I don't know if he's off his rocker today, off his game. I don't know exactly what's going on, but as soon as Reed gets dialed in, he's fine. But right now, in a deep hole for Millville.
Yeah, that game against Hamilton, a really strong game, a complete game for him. I believe he had just under 100 pitches. That one, ooh, okay. That one looked good up here, but
That had a lot of
it caught a ball.
Oh my goodness.
And Vineland's not going to swing the bat because they've seen Reed hasn't been able to hit the strike zone. Oh, Toro got a piece of that one. Looked like Reed, who I imagine has to be frustrated, put some heat on that pitch.
They did. And Mario just missed that by a little bit, so I would say keep this one down in the zone. Don't let Mario get a hold of something.
You do not want to give him something to hit here. That one fouled well out of play, and hopefully a car's not driving by right now because we are very close to the street, so anything fouled off, you might want to watch your windshield if you're driving by.
Yeah, it's awesome playing at the Babe Ruth field. However, if you park your car close, there's a chance.
I know. I think I'm too far away. That one, again, looked good on the move, but I think Reed certainly wanted that one, but that one a little bit inside. So 2-2, a good look by Toro. So he's back in the count, 2-2, and gets the strikeout swinging. Carson Reed needed that one so badly.
100% he needs that one. I feel like now he's back in the groove. That little meeting that his team had, hey, Carson, get back in the groove. You're fine. Get this guy out, and then get the next guy out. Just trust your defense. But great job getting one of Vineland's best hitters.
Absolutely. There. Being able to strike him out to boot as well. Toro kind of chased that one a little bit outside. That one high. Quinones, the 5-hole hitter, the catcher for the Fighting Clan. Again, bases loaded here at top of the first, 1 out.
As you see, the middle infielders are no longer playing in. They're playing that double play.
Well, yeah, they're looking for a double play to get out of the inning. That one lays in. Reed has always had some really nice movement to his pitches, and he's able to catch the plate with that one, 1-1. That one a little bit inside. Goranson kind of held for a second like he was hoping to get the call, but 2-1. Again, bases loaded here. Shapiro back a little bit, trying to keep the runner. That one swung into foul territory and out of play. Giving it a good run over there was Jared Hoffman, playing right field today for the Thunderbolts.
Going back to Reed's curveball and the movement in his pitches, I've seen Carson Reed pitch before, but not from this upper angle to where you can actually see it, and it's disgusting from this angle.
Yeah, he really has a lot of movement on some of these, as he'll try to get a second batter here. That one low, though. So 3-2 the count, bases loaded. Only one out, so runners won't be off. But you do not want to walk in a run here if you're Reed. And unfortunately, that one low, and Vineland will get the first run of this game. The third walk of the inning for Carson Reed. Brings in the first run of the game.
Yeah, once again, like we talked about, Reed is a little bit off again. I think it's just, the nervousness of playing your high school rival. Like you said, he has a lot of stakes on him where he's undefeated against Vineland. Now he's probably thinking, hey, I have to keep my undefeated streak going. I have a lot on the line. He just needs to calm down, take a couple deep breaths, and just do what he does. It's him and Goranson. That's all it is. That's all you guys think about. It's him and Goranson, and trust your defense.
Yeah, if you can get out of this inning only giving up run, that'll go a long way for Reed. Valen Townsend, the DH for the Fighting Clan, is that one again outside. If Reed can just find a way to locate his pitches, that'll help him in this inning. That one high as well. Ball 2. And again, Vineland not going to swing if they don't have to. They really haven't needed to. They found a couple pitches off. Reed was able to get Toro on that outside pitch. As that one drive into center field, backing up is McGarity. The runner tagging at third, he'll get in rather easily. So the sacrifice fly for Townsend brings in the second run of the game.
Good piece of hitting there by Townsend. As you see, he kind of gets a piece of that too, right? Line out right to center to Garrity. Good on him to get that runner in.
So Vineland up 2-0. As the pitch there to Cruz, the 7-hole hitter, goes for a ball. And yeah, that was deep enough where McGarity could make the play. They weren't going to get the runner. That one is inside on Cruz.
Now the runner, the top of the lineup for Vineland is a very fast group of kids. There's no way that center fielder is going to get him.
No, especially not that deep.
Yeah, but still good to hold the runner at second. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, getting it in there and being able to at least keep it to where if something gets on the ground, it won't necessarily score a run, but Reed in danger of walking at another batter, and he will, as the bases will be loaded up once again. 4 walks in the inning for Reed. Vineland already with 2 runs across.
And like you said, Reed pitched that full game against Hamilton where he only had 2 walks. This is 1 inning against Vineland. He has 4 already.
Yeah, meeting at the mound, unsurprisingly, from the Thunderbolts. The entire infield in. Assistant coach for Millville. Kind of talking to everyone, just letting everyone know, calm down. Emotions are going to be high in a rivalry game. Nice job by Shapiro. A little tap to Reed, letting him know, we got you behind you. We can get out of this one. And 2 outs. Vineland up 3-0 or 2-0 on a couple walks, a sacrifice fly. Base is still low to the 8-hole hitter now, Marco Capizzola. Lines that one right at the third baseman. He'll just go ahead and step on the base. That's Cole Mulheron, but a rough inning for Carson Reed. 4 walks in the inning. Vineland up by a few runs. We'll take a look at this last play. Just a good job to stay with it by Mulheron. Steps on the base, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Vineland up 2-0.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
Many people do.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, if you're Jake Garton, you love to step on the mound to a lead. 2-0 the Fighting Clan here as Millville will step up to the plate for the first time. But as a pitcher, certainly helps as this is the lineup that Garton will face today. Pat Tull leading off the shortstop. Jaden Goranson, the catcher. Nate Heacox DHing today. Garrett Shapiro, the first baseman. Cuomo Heron at third. Marcellus Preston, the left fielder. Jared Hoffman playing right field today. Christian McGarity, the center fielder. And Bobby Dixon playing second base. Again, your starting pitcher, Carson Reed. Nate Heacox, the one batting for him in this one.
Like you said, if you're Garton coming in and you're already up 2-0, you have so much confidence going on that mound. You know that, hey, whatever happens, I know that my offense has my back. And although the run did come from walks, still, you know,
it doesn't matter how they
doesn't matter how they get in there. They're in there.
You're gonna take them regardless of how you can get them.
Exactly. So he's going up there confident. Millville boys just have to stay loose, stay calm. Very early in the game, you play 7 innings. It's only the first. You are totally fine.
Millville only had 2 hits, believe it or not, in the game yesterday. As we take a look at the fielding alignment here for the Fighting Clan from left to right, Ernie Bernhardt, Xavier Etheridge, and Marco Capizzola are your outfield. Mario Toro, Don Manzoni, Zach Cruz, CJ Santiago, the infield, and Jake Garton and Bubi Quinones are the pitcher-catcher for today. So Pat Tull will lead it off here for the Thunderbolts, who are already in an early hole, down 2-0. Jake Garton's first pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. And Millville, you want to be patient, but you don't want to wait too long to try and answer back. If you can get some runs back, that's certainly going to help Reed out as well in the opposite direction. That one high, so 2-0 on Tull. Looking back to yesterday, he walked, had a bunt single as well in the loss to Buna yesterday. Is that one in for a strike? We're going to talk about speed. Tull's got some speed. He stole a couple bases and he was able to reach on that infield single. So if he can get on for Millville, watch out for that speed as he fouls one off the top of the box here. So Garton back in the count, 2-2.
That's why you said. That's why we were talking about for Vineland Manzoni, their fastest guy has to be first, and if Pat Tull can get on, that's huge for Millville's batters.
AC Jaden Goranson on deck for the Thunderbolts. That one, Quinones wanted that call. He was ready to kind of toss it to the infield, thinking it was strike 3.
And I understand that could have gone either way.
Yeah, that was a close one. We'll try and take a look here before the pitch. Is that one inside and low? Tull will head to first base. And what you don't want to do, you do not usually ever want to walk the leadoff batter.
Not at all. We've seen what happened for Vineland when they got their leadoff batter on. Although he had a single, not a walk, still the leadoff batter got on. He came around to score.
Keep an eye on Tull. Again, he's got the speed. Millville used aggressive base running to their benefit yesterday, as Garton will check the runner. Not really holding him on too tight over there at first base is Santiago. Tull got it back in rather easily. So Goranson steps in. That one catches the corner for strike 1. And Tull looked like he was going to take off. He stopped. So again, keep an eye on the speed over there at first base. He's got himself a pretty good lead now. Goranson watches that one low. 1-1.
Taking a lead on a lefty bat or a lefty pitcher, I mean, is so tough. It's so dangerous.
He's looking right at you.
They're staring at you.
He sees you.
They're staring at you.
You're not going to hide.
No.
And he's got an easier throw to first if he wants to throw back, and he does right there, but getting in is Tull. And Santiago holding him on a little bit, but Tull's been able to get back easily without a tag. And again, a big lead over there at first. He's at the cutout. Goranson watches that one outside. 2-2. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Tull hasn't already taken off, because that lead tells me he wants to run.
I think if it was a righty pitcher, he would
A little bit
going hard.
easier. Yeah, when you don't got a guy staring directly in your eyeballs,
Right.
it's a little easier to go. He gets another big lead. That one fouled off. Goranson spoils that pitch. So 2-2.
Talking to somebody.
I don't know.
In the dugout,
I thought maybe he was telling the next batter kind of how the pitches are moving, but that's
He
the
looked
other,
at the
that's the
Vineland
other
dugout,
way.
yeah.
So, although hey, it's a rivalry game, a little early chirping between the two teams. It's 2-2. Goranson low, drop third strike, but Tull's gonna get back, and won't matter. Goranson can't go anywhere. So the strikeout, first out of the inning for Garten. That'll bring up Nate Heacock's DH today.
Yeah, Jaden kind of went down and chased that one. Not one you want, especially from one of your guys who is leading the team in batting average at .417. So you don't want to be chasing. You don't want to see your two-hole hitter chasing a pitch like that.
Heacox takes a strike, his first pitch. He also walked, rounded out, and had an infield flyout in the game against Buena yesterday. He was playing right field, but just the DH in this one. As that one, it's the third baseman, Toro. He looks at Tull, but he decides to throw to first instead and gets the easier out because, again, Tull's got speed, so Toro knowing he's got to get the sure out. Gets Heacox at first. Tull moves to second.
Very smart on Toro to go to second instead of first, or to go to first instead of second, because if you don't get Tull at second,
yeah, you're not
then
getting
guess what?
Heacox.
Then you're not getting Heacox at first. And
Yeah,
then you
he
have
hadn't
two
even
on.
made the throw, and Tull was already
Right.
there. So 2 outs now in the inning. Shapiro, the 4-hole hitter for the Thunderbolts, trying to keep the inning alive. That one misses outside. Ball one. You want to try and get at least one run back in the inning if you can. I don't know if Shapiro's got a lot of space there between first and second. If he can put one between the two, there's a lot of room out there, and Tull gets speed, might be able to get around. The pitch, out one high again. 2-0.
Yeah, if Shapiro can somehow poke that ball right into the outfield, doesn't need a hard ground ball,
Yeah.
but Tull is fast enough to get around and score for Millville, so Shapiro just needs to do his job and poke somewhere in a hole.
And the outfielder's playing a little back, so if he can just loop one in there even, he's got a lot of space to get Tull around and get Millville back into it. Shapiro didn't like how long Garten was taking, decides to step out. And you see Tull over there at second base. Again, getting a really good lead off of second. He's pretty even with the shortstop. The pitch from Garten, again high. 3-0 for Shapiro.
One of the things I mentioned in the Open was that it didn't seem like Millville was in it at all yesterday. And maybe it was because they knew that they had Vineland, so they wanted to save it all for Vineland or something like that.
If that's how you're going, I don't know. But you see Garten here.
Glass half full.
Yeah, they definitely lost energy in that one as Shapiro watches ball 4. So 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone. Puts a runner on first. So first and second here. Cole Mulheron, the 5-hole hitter, wearing his number 22 today. We found out why he was wearing number 9 yesterday. Turns out they lost his blue uniform.
Did they?
That's what we were told.
Wow.
So that is why he was wearing number 9. He's got his 22 in white. We were told by the time they play Vineland tomorrow, he will have that number 9 ready to go. Mulheron watches that one high. And yeah, 5 straight pitches now out of the strike zone. If you're Mulheron, you're going to wait until you see one you like. But yeah, it took us a little bit to realize he was wearing 9. We were like, wait a second. And I was like, no, that's Mulheron. I know that hair. So that is why back in his normal 22 today. And Buena was aware of the issue with the jersey. As chasing that one a little bit was Mulheron. That one looked pretty low.
Interesting decision by Mulheron there. He threw 5 straight balls.
Yeah, 5 straight out of the...
If I'm there, I'm waiting to see a strike.
Yeah, you want to bring Garten up and see some of the strikes on that you can drive. So helps him out a little bit on that pitch. Throws back to Tull. And he gets him leaning. Tull a little bit too far off the second base bag. Garten turns back, gets the caught stealing And Millville, who had runners on first and second, 2 outs. Take a look at the throw from Garnier. He's got Tull leaning and getting the tag in on the hand of Tull. Tull can't believe it. Just look at that expression. And then, yeah, unfortunately, you can't get caught off the base there if you're Tull in that situation. So Millville threatens with 2 runners on, but we go to the top of the second. Vineland still up 2-0.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Carson Reed on the mound for his second inning of action, hoping it goes, we'll just be honest, way better than his first inning. Walked 4 in the inning. As we take a look at the full Vineland starting lineup, as they'll bat 9-1-2. So that'll be Bernhardt, Manzoni, and Etheridge, who will bat for the Fighting Clan. That one outside. So 1-0 on Bernhardt. Reed fires one in, gets the strike call.
I hope Reed went in the dugout and just kind of got himself together, took a couple deep breaths. He fires another nasty curveball that Bernhardt didn't chase. However, it still looked good. That movement there, like I said in the first inning, it's just disgusting.
Yeah, again, Reed already 4 walks today after only a few in the win against Hamilton, and he's in danger of walking another. Bernhardt up 3-1 in the count. Walking the leadoff batter, never something you want to do. Millville wasn't able to bring the run around, but we'll see as he gets the swinging strike there on Bernhardt. So a full count here for Carson Reed, and he could use the first out of the inning without getting anybody on base. That'll go a long way for his confidence as he steps off the mound. Good Millville nearly batting around, and that one looked like it curved in and caught the plate, but the umpire doesn't flinch, and that'll be another walk. That looked like a really good pitch from Reed. A little high, maybe.
I guess you could call
it
a
looked a little
high.
high. Goranson tried to do what a good catcher does and pull it down, but the umpire not biting as that one thrown over. So back to the top of the lineup here.
Order.
Manzoni singled and came around to score in the first inning, score Vineland's first run. That one lined into center field. That'll be another single for Manzoni. So he is 2 for 2 early on.
Manzoni so far, 2 innings in, it looks like he's seeing the ball well. Either he's seen the ball well or Carson Reed's just kind of feeding him right down to where Manzoni likes the ball at. 1 pitch already in the second inning for him, and single right up the middle once again. So
2 runners on, no outs, another chance for Vineland to do some damage. Xavier Etheridge walked, stole a base. He also came around on the sac fly for Vineland's second run, so he'll take a step out. And yeah, Carson Reed just needs a second to just take a breath and try and fight his way out of this. As putting the bunt down, that one low. Good job by Goranson to keep that one in front of him.
I don't know if you've seen that, but he even stopped that with his glove. He stopped that with his foot.
That's what I thought it looked like.
He stopped it with his right foot.
I'm a little vertically challenged, so I can barely see over this press box right now. Maybe if I sit up a little bit, but it did look like he stopped that kind of weird.
Foot.
So, again, putting the bunt out is Etheridge. Shapiro coming way in and looking the runner back to second. Etheridge again putting the bunt out. Shapiro coming in. Pulls it back, swings. He was a little bit behind that one. So for strike one, 1-1.
Fun fact, Etheridge comes in this game with 10 stolen bases, and he already has one in the first inning. So that puts him at 11 on the season. Over half of what Millville has total.
So keeping the bat on his shoulder, and that is a beautiful pitch from Carson Reed to lay that one in. So Etheridge faked the bunt on his first 2 attempts. Pulled it back. Now with 2 strikes, he's going to have to battle. And runners on first and second. That one just a little low. Etheridge took a look at it, but didn't bite. 2-2. Runners on first and second.
I feel like that's one of the pitches you call a good miss. It's like it
Yeah.
wasn't too far
You don't
outside.
want to put it right in his
Yeah,
zone, but if you're going to miss where he can't do some damage. You see Bernhardt taking off for third and not even getting a throw. That is Bernhardt with a steal to move himself 90 feet away.
That was a perfect pitch to steal on because off speed, kind of in the dirt a little bit. Jaden Goranson in the back, you know, as a catcher, you're off balance. So,
and throwing over to first, keeping an eye on Manzoni. You saw Coach Forbes there, who can't imagine is pleased with the start for his Thunderbolts. As you see Manzoni, who does take off. Reed does get the strikeout. That's a huge out of the inning. That is his second strikeout. But moving over to second on the stolen base is Manzoni. So 2 runners in scoring position. CJ Santiago up. Millville playing in, trying to keep that run from coming in as that one didn't curve enough in. Santiago sees ball 1.
Millville once again in a hole with 2 runners on second and third and only 1 out. So they just have to make a play somewhere.
Hey, they can keep this one in front of them and not allow Vineland to get one in. There's ball 2. And yeah, Reed just has really struggled to find the strike zone in these first 2 innings. Fires that one in, but again, high. 3-0, the count. And Reed just needs to find a way to just get a strike. He just got the strikeout. That one well inside. So once again, bases loaded for the Fighting Clan. 1 out in the inning. And again, Mario Toro has another chance to do some damage.
Yeah, once again, you have Toro up in such a pivotal spot for both teams. And Reed was able to get him out in the first inning. Hopefully he can do it again.
As that one does catch the corner, so good job by Reed to start ahead of Toro. He got him a strikeout swing for the first out of that first inning. He's already got another strikeout in the inning as Toro maybe helps him out a little bit on that one. I got to imagine Toro wants to drive one. So maybe use that aggression to your benefit. We'll see if Reed maybe purposefully tries to put one out of the strike zone and get Toro chasing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
He got him outside on that first pitch, so we'll see. Oh, just getting a piece was Toro. That was a nasty pitch.
100%. But even then, I think that's a little bit dangerous because that's a great curve and it's nasty. But
if he catches it in the right spot.
Exactly.
And this is, again, not the hitter you want to miss any spots to.
No.
Again, 0-2 the count on Mario Toro, the cleanup hitter. Reed a little high.
And I'm not mad at that miss at all.
No, he's got a pitch or two to waste here if he wants to. But if he can get the second out here, let's take a look at some of the crowd joining us out here at the Babe Ruth Field in Millville. That one missing outside. We appreciate everyone checking in. If you couldn't make it to today's game, you can catch us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Quinn Broadcasting, channel 22. As that one low. So a full count here for Toro. Reed's got to make a pitch here. Don't want to walk the bases loaded again. And that one swung and driven into left field. That'll score at least one. Coming in. The throw to the plate doesn't quite get there. Reed cuts it off, and that's a 2 RBI single for Toro, coming in to score Manzoni and Bernhardt.
What were we talking about? Reed just put it in a spot where that Toro was waiting for it, and Toro was very disciplined on the other pitches that were a little bit out of the zone. He was patient, waited for what he wanted, got a curveball right down the middle. That's kind of what I was talking about, the curveball that, yes, it's so nasty. However, if you leave it in the right spot, Toro is going to take that. And he did. You see he got 2 RBIs off that single there.
And I think, actually, that was a little low, so that allowed Toro to get underneath it and drive that into left field. So 2-run score. This one driven into center field. McGarity turning. Can he find it? He can. He's not going to worry about the runner tagging at third. I don't know if he knew.
I'm going to say, did you see McGarity? I think McGarity forgot how many outs there were.
Because he kind of spun around and, yeah, I think I don't know if he didn't realize or what, but CJ Santiago does move over. But that is the second out, a key second out of this inning. On the fly out to center field. Yeah, McGarity had trouble finding it for a second, but watch right here after he makes the catch. He kind of turns away. I don't know that he knew. So getting to third and hopefully doesn't come back to bite him because Vineland already up 4-0 here in the second inning.
Granted, I think Santiago was going to go 3 anyways, but
mostly, and that was deep enough where I don't think McGarity's making the play anyway. But
still, you got to be on your toes.
You got to know how many outs are in the inning, as that one is fouled away out of play by Townsend. And Vineland finding a way to get on top early. They've plated 2 in the first, 2 in the second already. This time they've done it on a couple hits. As again, the 2 RBI single from Toro has Vineland up 4-0 so far. 1-1 the count on Townsend, the DH. He had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run. Can't do that with 2 outs. As that one goes over Shapiro, coming in to score on the error from Reed is Santiago.
He had him. If that was a good throw to first, he had him. Toro was off. He wasn't paying attention. Reed wasn't even on the bag or on the mound. He would have had him call it dead at first base.
So that's an error on Reed that allows Serrano to score. That one a strike. So CJ Santiago comes in on the E1. Yeah, we'll take a look here. It's a good move over. Just couldn't get that one as the swinging strike on Townsend finally ends the inning, but Vineland plates 3 in the top of the second. A couple hits and an error. Vineland up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Jake Garten on the mound for his second inning of work, and it's been rather easy for him so far. He did have a couple walks in that first inning, but a strikeout, a ground out, and a caught stealing by Pat Tull ended the thread, and Vineland said, thank you very much. We'll take 3 more in the next inning. So Millville, early hole here, down 5-0, and they've got a lot of work to do here, as it will be Mulherrin, who was up to bat when Tull was caught stealing, so he'll get a fresh count here. 5, 6, 7 batters call Mulherrin, Marcellus Preston, and Jared Hoffman up for the Thunderbolts, and they've got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, they do. They're, like you said, they're in a hole, and it's only the second inning. And granted, it's a long game. However, the way the first 2 innings are looking, both offensively and defensively, it's just Millville's putting himself in a hole farther and farther and farther.
Yeah,
they just got to dig themselves out.
It's been rough, especially for Carson Reed. He'll be the first one to tell you this is not how he wanted this game to go. With the walks, Vineland was able to hit him around a little bit in that second inning to bring that 5-0 lead. So Mulherrin will step in again as the first batter here for the Thunderbolts as they try to work back from an early hole. That one missing. 1-0 for Cole Mulher. And again, Garden did walk 2 batters in that first inning, so Millville had a chance. As this one popped up to the infield, Quinones throws the mask off. He finds it, he drops it. So Mulher will reach on the air, and yeah, you saw Quinones kind of dancing around a little bit. He had it in the glove. It just popped out. So Mulher reaches first base on the E2.
We get another look at it here. We're in the press box now, so we're kind of warm, but outside it has been windy all day. So
yeah, watch, he backs up. He gets it and just can't corral it.
Tracking that ball had to be hard.
Yeah, look at it, yeah. If you can read lips, you know exactly what Quinones just said. So stepping up is Marcellus Preston. That one low. Millville, they can find a way to take advantage of the error. You got 1 run at a time. You can't try to think all 5 in at once. I mean, that'd be great.
That'd be nice.
That'd be great if you're the Thunderbolts and you can get all 5, but you just chip away 1 at a time. You got plenty of time left. As throwing over is Garrett. Mulher, I don't think, had too big of a lead over there, but Garrett just keeping him honest.
One of the things that your coaches tell you growing up, especially in baseball, is chip away. Chip away, chip away. We don't need anything fast and, quick. Just chip away at the score.
Don't try to be the hero.
Exactly.
You can't get 5 runs on 1 swing. Mulher was off on the pitch, but that one fouled off by Preston. So 1-1 on Marcellus Preston here in the bottom of the second here at the Babe Ruth Field. The lights are on. It's starting to get a little sunsetty. I know that's not a word, but
it is.
I see some pink and purple in the sky. Throwing back. Mulher does get back in safely. You know, it would be helpful if I pay attention to what the pitch was called before. Is it 2-1?
I believe it was.
I believe it's 2-1. Thank you.
That's
what I need. I need someone to keep me honest up here. I'm not used to having to talk for 2 hours straight. Usually I can kind of sit here and just add in words every so often as Preston nubs that one off the end of the bat. So 2-2. Mulher's getting good jump off of these swings. So he's seeing things well over there.
I think Preston just a little bit, at least on that one, was a little bit late there. He got him in near the hands and he took it to the right field line. However, I think if he's on time, he can get a piece of this ball.
And now he's got a battle, 2-2. So anything close, he's got to try and get the bat on, whether he just fouls another couple off. That one over to Toro. He takes it on the bounce, gets 1 at second, but Preston gets in safely. So Toro gets the fielder's choice here. So Preston reaches. As Toro gets Mulher over there. Just a nice job to not let the hop play him as Preston just gets in ahead of the throw.
And that's why we said Toro was one of the better players on Vineland's roster, not just on offense, but also on defense. A lot of players would have let that bounce eat them up and just, fumble the ball, but he played that very well there.
So 1 out in the inning here for Jared Hoffman. Quickly down 0-2.
2 really good pitches right there for Barton to get up high or up fast in the count on Hoffman.
Well, he's already got him down 0-2. Hoffman going to have to protect anything close, but that one well outside. And again, Quinones isn't afraid to throw behind the runner, but getting back in plenty of time is Preston. I think Millville's learned. They do not want to get picked off. Already 1 pickoff so far. So 1-2 the count on Hoffman. That one just outside. So Hoffman gets himself back in 2-2.
These players are a lot more disciplined than when I was playing, because I'm for sure swinging at that ball.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about my softball stats. Let's not talk about my college softball stats. Is that one? Ooh, Quinones was ready to fire.
Once again,
and I don't know that I would have fired to third when you got a runner on first.
Yeah, I don't know why he was doing that.
Full count here for Hoffman. That's a tough one to watch, too, because I think we were all ready for him to be rung up on that one. So full count here. Presto on first. Millville down 5-0 in the second inning. Garden with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and now Quinones can throw to third. And I think Toro was like, what are you doing? But that is a strikeout. The second strikeout of the game. Yeah, Toro put his hands up like, why are you throwing it to me? And at least good awareness that he was at least somewhat ready for it.
At least it was a good throw, because God forbid it was a bad throw.
Yeah, Preston
It's going to be on two. It's
on
going to be on
second.
two.
So Christian McGarity up with 2 outs in the inning, trying to keep the inning alive for the Thunderbolts. He sees ball one. Yeah. Usually when you have a runner on, you're not throwing anywhere but the pitcher, but Quinones, who does already have an error in the inning, lives to see the tail on that one. That one catches the corner there.
I've always thought how much confidence the team has to throw the ball around after a strikeout with a runner on.
Yeah, they don't normally.
I know they don't, but you know how much confidence of a team you have to be?
I don't know what Quinones is thinking, because it was Toro's reaction was funny as offering at that one, and Preston was heading to second. I don't know if that was a foul tip or not, but McGarity couldn't lay off. I just loved Toro's reaction to the throw. Puts his hands up like, what are you doing?
I think we all had that same
But
reaction.
1-2 the count here on McGarity, and he watches that one for a strikeout, looking the second strikeout of the inning. Let's see if I can write a backwards K. And the Thunderbolts, again, get a runner on base, but leave him there, and that's a nice job by Quinones to pull that one in. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Vineland still up 5-0 as we head to the third inning.
Hello, I'm Mayor Anthony Fanucci. Vineland, New Jersey offers both a great business location and an outstanding quality of life. But don't just take my word for it, the experts agree. We're proud to be recognized as a premier food processing and logistics hub, one of New Jersey's most affordable and desirable cities, and one of the best places to retire in the country. Visit vinelandcity.org and see how our resources can work for you. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here at the Babe Ruth Field here in Millville, New Jersey, you can see that sunset back there as we take a look at the fielding alignment for the Thunderbolts. Marcellus Preston in left, Christian McGarity, the center fielder, Jared Hoffman playing right field today. Carl Mohair, the third baseman, Pat Tull at shortstop, Bobby Dixon, the second baseman, Garrett Shapiro, first base, Carson Reed, the pitcher, and Jaden Goranson, the catcher. And Reed in for his third inning of work. It has not been a sharp outing for him so far. He's walked 5 so far. He does have 3 strikeouts to his credit, but it has not gone well for the Thunderbolts starting pitcher. As that one high on Cruz, it's 7-8-9 for the Fighting Clan. Cruz, Capizzola, and Bernhardt. Cruz walked his first at bat.
Ow.
That one well inside. Cruz has to duck out of the way.
Nobody warming up in Millville's bullpen.
No, and I'm going to be honest, I'm a little surprised. But they want to try and let Reed get out of this himself if he can, as he fires that one high. But at some point, Millville's going to have to get someone warming, as he has not been close in the strike zone for a majority of this game. Does get the call on that one. I always have respect for catchers who are able to frame pitches, because that one was pulled in nicely by Goranson as that one's fouled off. So full count here. Good job by Reed to get back in the count.
Goranson's older cousin, Nate Goranson, played D1 catcher at William & Mary, so he's learned from the best there.
It runs in the family. As
Yes.
That one again fouled off out of play. So battling here is Cruz. Again, Reed would love to get the first out of the inning on the first batter. He hasn't been able to do that yet. That will certainly help him if he could get Cruz here. And that one laid in for strike 3. Strikeout looking, and a beautifully placed pitch by Carson Reed for the first out of the inning.
when Carson Reed is on, he's on. He's such a hard pitcher to pitch, and I understand that he's been struggling a little bit today. But he was on right there, and that last pitch to strike out Cruz, disgusting. One word for it.
So 4 strikeouts in the game for Reed. Unfortunately, goes along with those walks.
Wild pitch there by Reed. Kind of went straight to the backstop. Jaden couldn't even get in front of it. That's how far out right he was.
All right, luckily no one on base, so it doesn't hurt him. As a swing and a miss there, Capozola just looked like he was kind of in between on his swing, because he didn't really get a full swing on it. So 1-1 the count for Capozola, and Reed fires one past him late on the swing. And yeah, that strikeout in first out of the inning, no doubt, helped Reed's confidence. And he lays that one in, strike 3, back-to-back strikeout looking. 5 strikeouts in the game. And I have to say that Reed is feeling himself in this inning. Let's take a look at the second strikeout. Again, beautiful job by Goranson, and a nice job by Reed. 2 quick outs in the inning. That one low to Bernhardt. If Reed can get himself a 1-2-3 inning, he's going to breathe a big sigh of relief. That one right back at Reed, and that took a bad hop, but Dixon made the play, but unfortunately the speed of Bernhardt, that was going to be tough after that bounce. Reed was ready to field it. It took that high hop off the mound, and Dixon, a good job to back it up, but just unfortunately nothing Millville could do on that one. An infield single for Bernhardt. So that'll be the top of the order now. Don Manzoni, that one gets past Goranson, so an easy stolen base there for Bernhardt.
I got him.
Manzoni, 2 hits in the game, couple of stolen bases.
Vineland as a whole, as a team, are very aggressive on the bases, but it makes it a lot easier when you can pretty much predict the pitches that are coming, and it's like they're stealing on the pitches that, Reed is throwing in the dirt or it's off speed. They're doing a very good job at that.
So that one fouled off by Manzoni. 1-1 the count. Runner on second here. Ernie Bernhardt reached on the infield single and stolen base. We've got a little bit of a delay.
Looks like somebody's lights
No,
on.
there's a baseball on the field.
Ah, okay. Clearly I wasn't paying attention.
No, I see the lights that you're talking about, but I think that's far enough away where it's not an issue. Somehow there was a baseball that made it in the left field. So 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the inning. Runner on second, that is Bernhardt. The pitch low and outside from Reed. So 2-1 the count for Don Manzoni, who again is already 2 for 2, has come around to score both times for Vineland, who's up 5-0. That one low, a good job by Goranson to keep that one in front of him. But 3-1 the count.
Just another guy that you don't want on the bases, because if you poke it somewhere, let's say Mario Torres comes up and he pokes a knock, he's just going to come around and score, so you got to get him out here.
Yeah, you want to try and have a decently clean inning. Unfortunately, another walk sends Manzoni to first base. Again, he's still 2 for 2. Coming up now is Xavier Etheridge, who's walked and struck out. So he is officially 0 for 1. He was Reed's second strikeout victim. That one gets past Goranson, so both runners will take off. And yeah, Reed's got to get to the plate to cover. So Manzoni and Bernhardt advance on the passed ball.
If Reed can lock in like he did with the first 2 batters of this inning, they can get out of this with no runs. There's still, 2 runners on second and third. He just needs to lock back in. And there we go.
And that one
fouled off.
Again, 6 walks in the game for Carson Reed. Xavier Etheridge, 1-1 the count, now 1-2. A good spot for Reed to find his way out of it without any damage. He's already struck out 2 looking. He'd love to get a third. And he does on the swing strikeout. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Vineland leaves 2 on base. You take a look at this final strikeout. The 6th of the night for Carson Reed. Millville down 5-0 though as we head to the bottom of the third.
For over 90 years, Mintz Insurance has protected what matters most: families, businesses, and futures. Born in South Jersey, we've weathered storms, celebrated milestones, and stood strong with our community every single step of the way. Rooted in tradition, but always moving forward, we invest in the latest technology to deliver faster, smarter coverage solutions without losing that personal touch. Because trust isn't built overnight, it is earned. One policy, one promise, one person at a time.
Many people. High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
That man on the mound, before he even threw a pitch, Vineland was already up 2-0, now 5-0. That's Jake Garton for his 3rd inning of work. If you're just now joining us, Vineland's potted 5, or played at 5, I guess if I think of the right sport. In the first 2 innings, some walks, a couple of base hits, a sac fly, have scored the 5 runs for the Fighting Clan. And thank you for joining us here if you weren't able to come out to the Babe Ruth field on this nippy night. The lights out in full effect as the sun has set. But if you couldn't join us out here, we appreciate you watching on all of our avenues: Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Channel 22, as well Quinn Broadcasting. I want to thank a couple people for watching us tonight. Alma Soto says, "Go Millville." Roberto Jimenez, a longtime watcher of Quinn Broadcasting here. We appreciate you checking in. Ashley Myrick. Carla Wick-Holt is watching as well as that one by Dixon to the second baseman. An easy play. He actually almost takes a little bit too long on the play, the second baseman. Zach Cruz makes the play and a quick out in the inning. One pitch, 1 out?
1 pitch, 1 out, yeah.
It brings up the top of the lineup here. Pat Tull, he's walked. Was picked off of second base in that first inning. Tim Patrick Jr., Dennis Morsani, we appreciate you guys checking in as that one called a strike on Tull. Still a couple innings to go in this one, but Millville needs to find a way to answer pretty much now, as getting out of the way of that one is Tull. And I knew he was going to be watching, as karaoke didn't start, I think, until 7 o'clock. I always find it weird to say my own father's name, but we're going full government. Fernando Melendez Jr. said, "I like the 6:55 first pitch reference." Well, yeah, it was a 6:55 first pitch. That's his Facebook name, so if we're reading, is that one nicely placed into left field. Pat Tull gets the first hit of the game for the Thunderbolts, as he puts that one in between the shortstop and third baseman.
That was a good poke there for a second time up seeing Garton. He's seen the ball now and poked it right where he needs to. Now we have one of our fast guys on. We just have to get him around.
Well, I'd like to not dig into my jerky reserves.
All right, so up to bat now, Jaden Goranson. He struck out his first at bat. He's going to take a look at the signs as Tull again getting a big lead off of first base. Garden taking a couple looks over at him, throws the pitch, putting the bunt down. Goranson, he pulls it back. I don't want to touch high.
When I was at the game yesterday, it was a funny thing. Jaden does not like bunting. And when Forbes gave him the call to bunt, and you could tell in Goranson's body language, he did not want to bunt. So hopefully he can lay one down
Yeah,
here
we'll
and move
see
Tall
if
over.
he puts it out again. He doesn't, but takes a strike on the outside corner. He kind of turned his head as if to say, I didn't really like that call, but 1-1 nonetheless. Yeah, he didn't square on that one, so probably mainly if he could get it down on that one to get Tull over, but keeping the bat up as that one again, same spot, same call. Really nicely located by Garton. We'll see if he tries to go to that spot again. He's got Goranson looking twice in that spot, so Goranson gonna have to protect here. Throwing over and getting back in rather easily is Pat Tull. Reached on that single. 1 out in the inning so far. Jake Goranson with a chance. Down 1-2 in the count. That one just misses, and that's a cold take from Goranson. You watch strike 1 and 2, and you do not want to watch strike 3, but that one doesn't catch the spot. So Goranson 2-2. Garden with the pitch, and that one swing and a miss, and Tull leading off first base. Gets back just in time, and that's the second strikeout for Goranson. The fourth strikeout of the game for Garton. So 2 outs in the inning now. And Tull was well off of first base there. Able to get back in. So with 2 outs, Nate Hecox, the DH, will step in. He grounded out to Toro. His first at bat, that one misses low. Ball 1. Bottom of the third here. The Babe Ruth Field here in Millville, lights shining bright, at least for us. Now it's a little hard to tell on the broadcast, but we are under the lights here as another throw over. Tull getting back with a slide. Yeah, Garth's throwing over, but majority of the time Santiago's not really applying the tag.
And he's a little bit off first base. Like he's not on first base.
Yeah, he's not quite covering fully, but the pitch, Quinones tried to pull that one back in. I was waiting to see if the umpire was going to bite on that, but when you have to move your glove that far outside, inside, the umpire's going to be like, no, I know what you're doing.
I can see that.
Nice try, but that one I'm not falling for. So 2-0 the count. Throwing back, Tull again is getting well off of first base. Gets back in. He's already been caught once, but shows he's not afraid to take that big lead. The 2-0 still the count here. 2 outs in the inning. Nate Hecox, the batter, wanting to keep the inning alive for Millville, who needs to find a way to make something happen soon. Gets the strike call there. Looked a little inside, but back in the count now is Garton. 2-1 though, so it still favors Hecox. Tull taking a couple steps off of first base, fakes the steal. Oh, actually, I guess there was already 3 balls. No, that one was on me. There was a pitch somewhere that I did not see. So 2 runners on.
Good eyes there by Hecox. Garden, yes, he has 4 strikeouts, but he hasn't been hitting the zone a lot.
He's got 3 walks so far. None of them have come back to bite him yet, but Shapiro with another good chance here. 2 runners on. He couldn't quite hold up on that one, fouls that one off.
Shapiro can get one. Like I said, I think I pretty much said it in the
Again,
first.
it's that gap.
It's exactly.
It's
if he
that
can just
same
poke
gap.
one, we don't need a home run.
And maybe they know he
It's more of a
isn't gonna
puller rather than a.
isn't gonna, good, because I was gonna say the wrong word there. I was gonna say they don't think he can pull it. So he watches that one low. Now they got to keep an eye on the runner at second, so maybe partially why there's such a big hole there.
But even then, second baseman isn't fully getting back to the spot.
No, because keeping an eye over there is the shortstop. That's Menzoni. Oh no, the second baseman now is actually the one coming in. They're both kind of coming in
Well, they're
behind
trying to keep Cole honest. He's one of the fastest guys on Millville's lineup. So I don't blame them for keeping him honest. They don't want him to No steal third.
Zach Cruz and Don Manzoni keeping Tall close. As we're going to have a meeting on the mound, so I don't think Quinones and Gartner are on the same page with this next pitch. So they're going to have a quick meeting. I mean, they haven't had to really talk about much so far.
Yeah, Gartner's pitched a pretty good game, and even if when the ball is in play, his defense has his back.
Yeah, he's got a couple of ground outs. That hit by Tull was the first hit of the game for the Thunderbolts. He does also have 3 walks, but 4 strikeouts. And Millville hasn't really put the ball in play. Again, they've grounded out a couple times to Toro. But Shapiro stepping back in with a 1-1 count, 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners on. That one misses high. Yeah, only 1 strike in that at bat to Heacock, so been 5 balls for 2 strikes in a recent batter. So Shapiro looking for something that can hit, throwing back behind Tull, faking the throw, though Tull wasn't really off of second base.
I think what
Much,
makes,
so Garton's keeping him close.
Yeah, I think what makes Garton's job easier is Millville isn't being so disciplined at the plate. There's Jaden's 2 strikeouts, he chasing the ball, and they're just chasing on balls that aren't strikes, even when Garton will throw 5 balls in a row.
Exactly. Yeah, in the at-bat to Mulherrin, he did that as well. As that one called for strike 2, so Shapiro will have to swing at anything close, 2-2 the count. I think you'll see a pretty big celebration if Garton gets out of this inning.
You can hear the dugout.
Yeah,
screaming.
they're getting loud for Garton. 2 outs, 2-2 here at the bottom of the third. Vineland up 5-0. And that one called strike 3, looking, and the dugout does get a little rowdy. The 5th strikeout of the game. The second one looking. And again, Millville threatens with 2 runners on, but unable to get anything home. We'll take a look at this strikeout here. And I know it's hard to tell, but that one was pretty close to down the middle. So again, the 5th strikeout of the game. Vineland heads to the 4th inning, still up 5-0.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone. High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Carson Reed out for his 4th inning of work. I like Garrett Shapiro coming over and talking to him a little bit. We were talking a little bit yesterday, and from what we've seen and heard, Shapiro has really taken a leadership role for this Thunderbolts team. A senior who will be off to Rutgers next year, doing a good job of keeping his pitcher in it. There'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Fighting Clan, Santiago Toro Quinones.
That's exactly who they want up right now, too.
Santiago's walked twice and was able to get to second on a missed throw from Reed and came around to score in that 2nd inning. Reed missing that one. As we've got a new right fielder for the Thunderbolts. We'll take a look. If that's number 6.
That's still Hoffman.
No, that's still Hoffman. That's still Jared Hoffman. Of course, and all that. Hey, umpire, what's the count? Thank you. It's 1-0. Or is it 0-0? You know what? Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. He did put up the count. I appreciate him. That one inside. It's at least 1 ball on Santiago. I promise we are paying attention.
2-0.
Okay, so it was. Okay, so it was. All right. So 2-0 the count.
There we go.
2-1 now on the strike from Reed. And Santiago has already walked twice in the inning. Came around to score. And that one lines into the gap between shortstop and third. So Santiago gets on for the third time, officially 1 for 1. And perfectly placed there between Tull and Mulherron.
Yeah, Vineland's batters are seeing the ball pretty well today. As you say, or as we say, see, oh my goodness.
English is hard, let me tell you.
As we've said, Reed has, 6 strikeouts on the day, but when Vineland is on, they're on. He also has 6 walks, 5-6 walks, and a couple of hits given up, so.
I believe I've got him at 6. I'll double check. Math is hard for me sometimes, but I do believe he's got 6 walks, but 6 strikeouts as well. So some good, some bad, as they again look over at the runner,
The
CJ
unfortunate
Santiago.
part is that bad has led to 5 runs for Vineland.
Yeah, the walks have certainly come back to hurt Reed, especially in that first inning. But Vineland was able to put the bat on the ball a bit as Toro fouls that one off. You know, I say this all the time. English really is hard.
It is.
When you're not used to talking for this long.
That and when you don't know exactly what's coming out of your brain.
No,
next,
that's, again, Reed throws over. That one dropped by Shapiro, but I think Santiago back in time. And, you know, I should say English is hard as a communications major, because that's what I'm doing for a living.
I'm a sports communications major.
All right, well, we're both in a bad hole if English is hard. I do better at writing. That's why I'm going for writing, so I do a lot better in that. So putting words down on paper is a little bit easier. Well, computer, if you want to be really honest, but
it's a new age.
As Toro swing and a miss, you wanted that one. So a good spot here from Reed. 2 strikes on Toro. He has already struck out once, but Toro did his damage in that second inning with that 2 RBI single. Again, Reed throws over. Back in time is Santiago.
He's really keeping Santiago honest, who does have a sliding middle.
You got to be careful, too, though. You don't want to pay too much attention to Santiago because that's going to lose you on Toro, but that one a little high on Toro. Reed's still ahead, still in the count. I believe it's 2-2. Runner on first is CJ Santiago. The pitch low. Good job by Goranson to keep that one in front. No outs in the inning here. Top of the 4th here at the Babe Ruth Field under the lights. Always a cool event these teams are able to take part in. We will be under the lights in Vineland, originally scheduled for 1 o'clock. We'll be under the lights in Vineland, and someone told me the name of that field earlier. Now I can't remember what the name of it is. The only thing that's in my head is Gatone, and that's the football stadium. But we will be there tomorrow night. But for now, that one off the glove should be ball 4 by my account, but maybe it was not. No, it is now 3-2. But getting to second is Santiago on the, I'd say the pass ball. On off the glove of Goranson, I'd say pass ball. So now a full count on Toro. As he lines it, fouls this one out to right field. And it's Hoffman who follows it. Santiago will tag and head to third. So Toro doing what he needs to do on the fly out. Gets the runner over. 1 out in the inning, but Vineland with a runner at third is CJ Santiago, who got to second on the pass ball, third on the fly out. So Vineland threatening again. Jared Hoffman out there making the play. Ooh, that one getting out of the way hard is Quinones. That's going to bring the heart rate up a little bit. You see that one come in towards the head.
I don't know if you guys can see on the broadcast, but I jumped up.
Oh, yeah, you duck out of the way, too, and you're not anywhere close. As that one goes behind him. Not running, though, is Santiago. It's a short backstop, I believe, so if you're going to go right away. But a couple of wild pitches here from Reed. And we do have bullpen action now for the Thunderbolts. Again, over the head of Quinones. Reed cannot find anywhere close to the strike zone right now. Yeah, he got out of the way. And yeah, we got you. We got you. Don't worry, I do it too. And Quinones, Quinones not even going to take the bat off his shoulder. 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone. And let's see. We did have bullpen action.
It was Nate Heacox out there warming up, who's the DH currently.
So Millville would be forfeiting the DH then. Or, well, something like that.
Beats me.
Reed isn't batting anyway.
Right.
So, as coming up to the plate here is Valid Townsend. Runners on the corners for Vineland, just 1 out in the inning. Quinones, we'll see if he decides to take off, and I think Reed's thinking about that because he does throw over. You have to imagine if Reed doesn't get it out here, this may be his last batter because Heacox is done warming up. And I think Reed's just trying to bite his time.
I think so too. However, he already has a bad throw over to first base, which led to runners moving bases. So I wouldn't worry too
unsurprisingly,
much.
he fakes a throw through. You're not going to throw through there. And that one goes past Reed, but not paying attention there was Santiago. So a stolen base for Quinones. And almost a bad play.
It's just one of those things like where one thing could go bad, everything's going bad.
Yeah,
Pitching hasn't been great. Defense hasn't been awesome.
So Millville plays in that one back at Reed, but in his feet, he's unable to do anything. And 1 run is going to score here. Santiago comes in on the RBI single from Townsend. That one right up the middle. Nothing Reed could do. That was at his feet. And no movement from the dugout yet. I think they're trying to get Reed as far as they can.
Coaches are out though. Looks like they're
Well, they've
working.
been standing out there the whole time, I think. But yeah, I can't imagine this goes much longer for Reed, who has 6 strikeouts in this game. To his credit, he steps off towards third, look towards right. You gotta be careful on that. You don't want to balk another run in. So up to bat now, Zach Cruz. He's walked and struck out. Vineland looking like they're going to go suicide bunt, but he watches that one. Ball 1. We saw Buda do that yesterday and do it successfully. It was a beautifully placed bunt. Vineland already up 6-0 in the game, looking for more. He does put it out again, so they are going to try it. He offers at it. Misses that one. Vineland doesn't want to let the foot off the gas. Up 6-0 already. Runners on the corners. Looking at the sign, there is Cruz. And we'll see if the bonus of the decision. He wasn't even ready in the batter's box, and Reed threw over to first again. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Townsend does go, because Gordon likely is not going to throw through, especially in a 6-0 deficit. That one, again, over the head. Reed is really starting to lose control. So he threw a couple behind Quinones as well, who eventually reached on the wall. And is on third base now. 2-1 the count, taking off. It was a quick throw back to Reed like it was going to go through, but another stolen base here. Townsend this time. So 2 runners in scoring position now. That one a strike, 2-2.
Swung hard on that one, but Reed just blew that one past him. If Reed was like that all game, it
would be a different story.
It might be 6-0 the other way.
So Cruz battles here with 2 runners on, looking for a couple of RBIs. He's walked and struck out looking. That one misses, and coming in to score because Reed was a little late getting back, though I don't know they would have got it anyway. So reaching ball 4 anyway. So a walk for Cruz, but a wild pitch allows Quinones to score, and yet I have to think that's it for Carson Reed as Coach Forbes comes to the mound. He gets a couple taps from his teammates. Not the outing Carson Reed wanted to have. 7 walks, or 8 walks, I believe, actually. A couple of wild pitches, just not Reed's night for the Thunderbolts, who are down 7-0. So Nate Hecox will step on the mound now for the Thunderbolts, and he's just trying to play cleanup duty at this point.
Yeah, these runners on the base aren't his responsibility. Obviously, he wants to get out of this, this top of the inning with no runs, no more added runs for Vineland.
Yeah.
However, he is kind of put in a tough spot here.
And I have a feeling they're going to try and hope Hecox could just eat some innings here.
Yeah.
3 1/3 for Carson Reed. 8 walks, 6 strikeouts. The total up. How many of these runs are earned? I think the majority of them are earned because I really didn't do a great job of writing down that part of it. But again, just regardless, a tough outing for Reed. Pitched such a great game against Hamilton, and has pitched really well in his career against the Fighting Clan. Just not his night, and it happens.
It happens to the best of us.
Sometimes you're just not on your game, and unfortunately for tonight, that was Reed. And
I'm not trying to compare Reed to Paul Skeens, but you see
that first outing.
The first outing.
Well, his defense didn't help him out in that one.
Yeah, when you have
that was
O'Neal
a couple
Cruz
of bad plays in center field.
When you have O'Neal Cruz and center field running around in circles and missing balls that are right to him, it does make it tough. But still, like I said, the point is, it happens to the best of us. We're not all going to come out here and throw seven scoreless with a 0 ERA that game. It's just unfortunate. In a perfect world,
We do want to give Reed credit. He did have 6 strikeouts, and that third inning especially, he was fired. He technically struck out the side. If you want to be technical, there were a couple runners on, but he battled back in some of these counts, but just unfortunately too little too late. So Nate Hecox, the new pitcher, he was the DH. I believe should still remain the DH.
Well, I think he'd be just batting for himself.
Yeah, he's batting. Yeah, because
no
Reed
longer
was never
DH.
batting. It'd be a little different if Reed had been batting for himself. But Hecox will slide into the pitcher spot. Marco Capozola, the batter. Runners on the corners. So that is Cruz on first and Townsend on third. I just didn't write down the wall. And taking off, and he's going to get there easily. I mean, Goranson drops it, and coming in to score is Townsend, and this one's getting ugly. Well, I kind of already was, but it is a 10-run mercy rule at the high school level. You have to play 5. So we do have to go at least one more inning. But
another ball in the field, out in left field.
There's balls everywhere.
There's just
there are balls everywhere.
There's 2 of them actually out there.
So the wild pitch from Hecox scores the 9th run of the game. No, the 8th one.
One, I think.
As that one again gets past Goranson, getting to third is Cruz. A couple of wild pitches from Hecox.
I think they wanted this game to end sooner.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought 9. It is 8-0. Of course, it doesn't help that we don't have a functioning scoreboard out here to double check me, but swing and a miss there from Capozola.
This is another one of those games where Millville just never seemed to be in it. Like I said yesterday, when I got to the game, they were up 2-0. You could hear the cheering, and then after that, it was really nothing. There was really nothing.
Yuna definitely out-yelled them, I guess is the best word to go for it.
But
they were loud all game.
But even when Yuna was down, they were still cheering for their pitcher. They were still cheering for...
Yeah, you look at that Millville dugout right now. I mean, there's nothing to be happy about.
I'm not saying
Absolutely.
that. I totally get that. But I'm saying from the jump.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, But right now, as that one bounced, and that one is going to score another run. Now I believe it's 9-0. And there's nothing you're going to do there. That bounces over the head of Mulherron. So Capozola gets an RBI. Well, it's 9 now. It is 9 now. As Cruz comes in to score on the RBI single from Capozola. That first pitch of ball to Bernhardt. Yeah, as long as I wrote everything in here correctly, it is 9-0. Top of the fourth here. Still just 1 out of the inning taking off. Goranson again sails the throw, but Pat Tull does a nice job to back that one up. And just as Buna did yesterday, the Fighting Clan seem to know they can run.
That's what I was saying earlier. They just know when to run, where to run, and Jaden has had struggles getting the ball down, putting the ball on the line right to second. He's been airmailing a couple of his balls, and he's a lot better than that. We know that he's a lot better than that. We know he can throw the ball on the line. We know he has a good arm to get it to second. 2 throw runners out. The last 2 days, he's just not been he's just not doing well at that.
Yeah, and we said when everything goes bad to worse, and almost nothing has gone right for Millville in this game. Heacock's able to get that strike in. On the flip side, Millville only has 1 hit in the game. That was Pat Tull who got the single in that 3rd inning. That feels like it was ages ago.
And only 2 yesterday, so 3 hits in the total of 2 days.
Well, yesterday was, I don't want to say an ugly game, but 4 hits for Buna, 2 hits, and another walk. For Heacocks. Three walks in the inning total for the Thunderbolts. Of course, I didn't write down the batter where Heacocks came in to know if 2 of these walks are his, but he does fire a strike in there on Menzoni. Nothing here, top of the 4th inning. Babe Ruth Field here in Millville, New Jersey. Vineland in command, and they've been in command all game long. They scored 2 in the 1st inning, and they haven't looked back since.
They're just winning everywhere, on the mound, on defense, and even in the dugout. I've heard screams from the right side of my ear the whole entire game. Millville was in it for a little bit there in the beginning because it was obviously a rivalry and stuff like that, but it's just after that, they showed very little life, and that life was drained from them. And as you see, that life has been drained from them for the whole game, and now it's 9-0.
That one fouled out of play. So 1-2 the count on Menzoni, who has 2 hits in the game. He is 2 for 2 walked in his 3rd at bat, so he's looking to stay a perfect 1,000 on the day. That one a little bit outside from Heacocks. This is the 8th batter of the inning, so unless the Fighting Clan ground into a double play here, they will bat around, because I do believe when the 9th batter comes up, that's when you bat it around. Some say the 9th batter has to bat. Is that one driven just over the glove of Bobby Dixon? Vineland coming in to score the 10th run on the single by Menzoni. He is 3 for 3. It is 10-0, and we still have another inning to play.
It's just tough for the Millville boys here. Nothing going right their way, and mercy rules are 10 after 5. So like you said, we still have a whole other inning to play.
Yeah, we're only on the top of the 4th, so Vineland still gets another chance to bat.
Exactly.
If we can get out of this inning. And the double steal on, they'll both reach rather easily. That is Menzoni and Bernhardt with a couple of stolen bases. If my count is right, it's 9 or 10 stolen bases for Vineland. Up 10-0, almost double-digit steals.
They're aggressive, and when they're being aggressive, they're doing it the right way. They're doing it on the off speed. They're doing it on the dirt pitches. They're doing it. They can, like I said earlier, they can just predict what pitches the Millville's throwing. And
that one out to center field. McGarity gets it, but that is going to drive in another run on the sac fly. 2 outs in the inning, but it is 11-0 Vineland.
That was a great catch there. I know not a lot has gone well for Millville here, but that was a great catch there by McGarity. He had to cover a lot of ground and even got dirty a little bit to make that catch. Great catch right there by McGarity. Like you said, it did drive in a run. As we take another look at it here, covers a lot of ground and dives out, makes a play. Good play for center field. McGarity out there.
Regardless of how you look at batting around, Vineland has batted around. This is the 10th batter of the inning. CJ Santiago is the one who started this inning off. Had a single, came around to score. Melville just wants to get out of this inning, wants to get out of this game, and we've still got a little bit to play. Is that one driven right past the umpire? Tuck can't get to it. Another run scores. Santiago, 2 hits in the inning. Manzoni comes around to score. It is 12-0 Vineland.
And Vineland's having the time of their life right now, under the lights, at your rival's house, and you're just handing them a beat down tonight. 12-0, or 11-12-0.
Yeah,
putting up 10 runs on him. It's just
12-0 by my count. As if Hecox just has to eat this at this point. You most likely you've got one more inning.
Not even just Hecox, but the whole.
Oh yeah, the rest of the team.
Whole lineup, everybody just has to eat this one, and hopefully can take the one tomorrow.
That one outside.
Go to Vineland's home and try to do the same thing to them, like Vineland did to us.
I think that's 2-0 to Toro. Yes, 2-0 to Toro. Who has 2 RBIs already, fouls that one off. Leave 2-1 the count on Toro. You see over there at first CJ Santiago, who started off this inning with a single, came around to score. And taking off is Santiago. Goranza does throw, and that's actually a perfect throw, but dropping it is Dixon. I think Santiago was in anyway.
I was going to say, I think even if that ball was called, Santiago was there just in time. But that was right there. That was a really good throw by Goranza.
That was a perfect throw from Goranson, so that's a good sign to see from him to lay that one in. That one, ball 4. So another walk. And if I've got this right, that is 10 walks in the game.
And Vineland has put a good piece on the ball, but they really haven't had to tonight.
No, Millville's definitely helped them out on the walks. They have, these last couple innings, placed balls exactly where they needed to drive in a couple, had some sac flies involved. Everything has gone Vineland in this one. Still 2 outs in the inning. Millville just would love to get out of this game, but even this inning at this point, this inning feels like it's gone on for a while. As 0-2 the count. 2 outs in the inning. 7 runs across already. The pitch from Hecox. Nice job by Dixon to watch the one in, and mercifully, the 4th inning comes to an end, but not before Vineland puts up 7 in the inning. It is 12-0 Vineland as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Are you just part of the crowd? Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose. Part of a family that cares?
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Jake Garton hasn't really had to worry about much today. Vineland off the jump before he even threw a pitch was up 2-0. It's now 12-0. But Garton was sitting for a little bit, and it is a little bit nippy out there. So Millville, if even just looking to play for pride at this point. But it's been rather easy up on the mound for Garton today. Millville just one hit in the game. They've struck out 5 times. 3 walks total to those 5 strikeouts. Pat Tall got the first and only hit of the game so far for Millville in that 3rd inning. But again, Millville stranding a couple runners on 1st and 2nd. They did that in the 1st inning as well. But again, just absolutely nothing going right for the Thunderbolts today. At this point, you want to just have something to hang your hat on to go into tomorrow night. Now, Millville and Vineland always do seem to split these series.
However, if they're going to play like this tomorrow,
well, yeah,
there's no splitting nothing. Not even a banana split.
You are eating a bad one here tonight, and they're going to have to flush this one quickly. Just like you did with the game against Buna yesterday that you probably should have won.
Oh, 100%.
Up 2-0 and just let your foot off the gas allowed.
And it seemed like Buna was helping them because that home run that Buna hit.
That one was a crazy one. That one was weird.
The runner who was on the base didn't touch home. I was right behind the dugout, or right behind home plate.
Yeah, that was
the
a
runner
weird
who
one.
was on second.
Yeah,
didn't ever
Bessix,
touch home.
I believe Bessix.
And
we were confused for a little bit on that one, and then we got the replay. We're like, okay, yeah. I was like, did he touch? Go back and touch again? I'm
he
like, that
missed
seems like,
it. So I was right there. He missed it, then touched, but the person who hit the home run had already touched.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, that one was a weird one, and didn't end up costing Buna in that one. But Mulheron steps up, takes a ball. If you're Millville, you want to try and be a little patient, but
they haven't been patient all game. They've been chasing, and Garden has pitched a pretty good game. However, they're helping them by chasing these balls out of the zone, especially when. See, that's a good piece right there.
Yeah, that's a good drive by Mulheron, and that's gonna give you a little bit of confidence if you're Millville. The 2nd hit of the game for Millville. Mulheron has been on base twice, reached on the air by Quinones on the drop. There is bullpen action for the Fighting Clan, I think, just because Garden sat for so long. We'll get you that number in a second. It's number 31. We'll get you his name.
It's like Carter Marine or Marin. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah, Carter Marin. I'll go Marin.
Marin. P.O. looks like Junior.
So Preston up with a runner on first. First one low. Quinones keeping that one in front of him. So again, we do still have to play one more inning. Even if Millville doesn't score in this one, it's 5 innings for the mercy rule. Millville can stop it with a couple runs in these next 2 innings. Mulheron off. He got a really good jump and gets in easily. See, that's what Millville did yesterday, was aggressive base running. They haven't really done that today. That's just the first stolen base for Millville today. Mulheron in scoring position. Millville's gotten a couple runners to second. Haven't got anybody further, and he looked like he was going to take off again as Preston fouls that one out of play.
Preston's seeing it well. He's just, fouling it off. He's seeing it. He's waiting for the one that he really needs to hit. And once again, a knock. Just a little knock so we can get a run in. One run would make me happy.
At this point, one run will make everyone happy.
I'd be so over the moon happy with just one run. I don't like seeing that 0 on my scoreboard.
Mulherrin again fakes the steal. It's 3-1 the count on Preston. Mulherrin reached on the single, just almost second hit of the game. He stole second. Now in scoring position for Preston, who's ahead in the count 3-1. Fouls that one off. That one came a little bit inside on him. He was able to fight that one off. So a full count here for Marcellus Preston. Like to find his way on base if he can. Get any kind of rally going from Millville. It was a long way to go, but one run at a time. They want to try and play more than 5. Mulherrin dancing off second. That one outside. Okay, not ball 4. I promise you, we'll get the count right eventually.
It sounds like I'm hearing some life, just maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of life there from Millville's dugout, and which is always good to hear. I know they're down 12-0. However, there's a little bit of life there, and that's all we can ask for.
So now 3-2 the count. Preston swings through that one. That is the 6th strikeout of the day. And yeah, Preston just helped Garden out big time.
Once again, that's what we're talking about, the chasing outside of the zone, chasing the balls. And I understand if it's a little bit closer than that, where it's, the ball that could have been called either way. However, that ball was clearly going to be ball 4, yet Preston chased outside of the zone.
So the left-handed hitting Hoffman will step up to the plate.
And Zoney talking to Garden here. Wonder what that conversation could be about.
And maybe he's maybe seen a little something from Mulherrin, who's been dancing off a second, faking a couple steals. Hoffman, just a sophomore. Only one of 2 sophomores on this varsity squad. Bobby Dixon, the other. So Hoffman was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Watches that one in for strike 1. The 3rd time Millville has gotten somebody to second base, but they just haven't been able to push anyone further. It's a good way to start off the inning on the single from Mulherrin. Now the rest of his teammates just have to step in behind him. That one, I don't know how that one doesn't hit Hoffman, because he sure wasn't getting out of the way. 1-1. 1 out of the inning on that strikeout from Preston, the 6th of the day for Garden. Garden looking back, looks in again, faking a steal. Strike 2. Hoffman watches that one. Mulherrin's really been dancing off that second base bag. He's faked a steal about 3 or 4 times. Let's take a look at some of the faithful fans sticking it out here. We got a little bit of a freeze warning in effect tonight as that one gets past Quinones and Mulherrin will get to 3rd on the drop from Quinones. So Millville finally gets a runner over to 3rd base. Only 1 out in the inning, so a chance here to drive in their first run of the game.
Is that not a balk?
And
that is a balk.
Okay, so Millville will get a run in on the ball.
We'll take that. It looked like he started his windup but then stepped off, and obviously in no league, no level wherever you're playing at, you just cannot do that. So Millville, like you said, finally.
Hey, they'll take it any way they can get it. 12-1 the score now. As we'll try to see it with these black jerseys, it's very hard to see. We'll see if we catch exactly what he does.
Just watch his white cleats that are very.
That might be the only thing we're going to be able to watch here.
Starts his windup and then steps off.
Then steps back. Yep. So meeting at the mound here.
I don't exactly know all the rules to a balk.
No,
but that one was clear.
You can't do that.
That one was clear.
Yes, that one for sure. So Millville does get a run on the board. It is 12-1 now. So still in the mercy rule effect, but if Millville puts 2 more runs in before the bottom of the 5th is over, we will play on as a strikeout victim. 2nd strikeout of the inning, 7th strikeout of the game for Garton. Brings up Christian McGarity. He was also a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Struck out looking. So 2 outs in the inning. Millville does play to run on the balk from Garton. Probably his only mistake today. Mulherrin, who reached on the single, stole second, moved to third on the drop from Quinones. That one high. Again, if you're still sticking with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, we certainly appreciate your dedication because this one definitely has not been a good one for Millville, but Vineland,
a true Millville fan if you're sticking.
Vineland has enjoyed an offensive outpouring. 12-1. We know we've got some Vineland fans checking in as well. On Quinn Broadcasting, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and if you're in the local area, Channel 22. And you can always follow us on Instagram as well. We'll have some highlights of this one up tomorrow. There's plenty of highlights for Vineland. As that one, a strike, brings the count to 3-1.
When we're thinking about highlights from Millville, other than the McGarity catch in center field, what are we thinking?
I mean, the couple hits, Toll and Mulherrin have a couple hits in that one. I think Mulherrin's base running as well.
Okay, there you
was
go.
pretty good on the steal and to
That
get
sounds
the
like
third.
a good 15
I mean, the
seconds
balk,
for
I
a
guess. Technically, the balk worked in Millville's favor to get them a run. So you'll take any runs any way you can get them.
I think if a balk is in a highlight clip, that's kind of embarrassing.
As that one, I don't know if it clipped McGarity or just a ball. Regardless, he's going to head to first base. I think that was just a walk. I don't know that it actually hit him. It was ball 4 regardless. As they're coming to the mound now. Is that going to be it for Garton? I think it's just a meeting. I'll call that a walk. I don't know that hit him. Only the 4th walk of the game for Garton. 7 strikeouts. So just a quick little meeting here.
They did have another guy pitching in Vineland's bullpen. Number 12, I did not have him in my roster.
Yeah, I saw somebody else warming up. We'll take a look. That would be Buddy Alceo Reed.
Okay.
Who was doing a little action down there as well. And somebody is coming into the game.
Carter Marin.
Yeah, that was a long conversation to end up being a pitching change. So we do get a pitching change after the meeting on the mound, and players coming out to high five Jake Garton, who only error of the day for him was that balk that drove in the run. So coming in to pitch now is Carter Marin. We'll get a couple of throws here. We'll take a break here. Vineland up 12-1 here. Millville still batting here in the bottom of the 4th.
The Vineland Municipal Utilities is committed to helping your business succeed. As a community-owned utility, our focus is on service, not profit. From site planning to powering your operations, we can help you achieve your strategic goals. Whether it's a customized cost analysis of your usage needs, engineering support to ensure a smooth interconnection, or offering lower rates than neighboring utilities, we want to be your partner in creating an environment for long-term success. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
High school baseball.
It's live on Quinn Broadcasting.
Get a new pitcher on the mound for Vineland, and I just have a feeling it's because Garton sat for so long. After that outpouring of offense in 4-0 in the 4th inning. As they batted around and then some. So Carter Marin, as a reliever, stepping on the mound to a 12-1 game. They're just getting some action at this point. But a nice job by Garton. Goes 4 innings, 7 Ks, 4 strikeouts. Again, the only blemish for him is that balk to drive in Millville's only run of the game so far. But otherwise, he kept Millville in check pretty much the entire game, only gave up 2 hits. Tull in the 3rd inning, and Mulherrin, who did come around to score in this inning. So a really good outing for Jake Garin to set up Carter Marin here. Just getting some work in here. Millville down 12-1. Christian McGarity walked. A couple of strikeouts in the inning. Well, Bobby Dixon try to keep this inning alive. That one high, the first pitch there from Marin.
As we see, obviously, Vineland is winning 12-1, but on the other field, Vineland JV had beaten Millville 16-0, and that one ended in a mercy rule as well.
Yeah, so Vineland looking to mercy rule sweep the day. That one high. So it's been a good day for the Fighting Clan. JV and varsity looking for the mercy rules. And it was about, 7-8-0 after 3 innings over there.
Yeah.
We were you can see the scoreboard from here, so we had a good eye on that one all game. They started a little bit earlier, just about an hour before us taking off. And that throw sails. Well, good job. I would stay there if you're Garrity. But he does get the stolen base. That throw went off the glove of Cruz, but a good job backing it up by him and Menzoni to keep that one from getting away. So a stolen base for McGarity puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That one ball 4. Well, again, Millville's found a way to get a couple runners on. 5th walk total for Vineland pitching. 1st walk allowed. By Marin. Again, Millville
showing some life.
Showing life, getting 2 runners on
they
again.
Have a long way to come back, but they are showing some life.
That's at least what you want to see if you're Coach Forbes.
Yes.
Is you don't want to see the Thunderbolts give up.
Right.
Because it's been violent all game, so they've had a lot to fight. So Pat Tull will step in for the 3rd time. He's walked and singled in this one. So he's officially 1 for 1 on the day. Try to keep the inning alive and maybe plate a run or 2. Get Millville out of that mercy rule. That one outside, Quinones tried to pull that one in. Umpire not fooled again on that one. Yeah, when you have to pull it from that far out.
Yeah.
Credit to the catchers. I have all the respect for catchers. I used to kind of sort of be a catcher. It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy to stay crouched as that one gets by Quinones. The wild pitch puts runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bobby Dixon and Christian McGarity advance on the wild pitch.
I think that just shows like a perfect example of how hard it is to be a catcher because you never know where that pitch is going to be.
No, you've got to be on your game.
You could be best friends with the pitcher, and yet you just
you never know. So runners on 2nd and 3rd here. Pat Tull, the batter for Millville, watches that one in. So 1-1 the count. Leading off there is McGarity. Tull fights that one off out of play into the road, I have to imagine.
Yeah, no matter where your car is around Babe Ruth.
Yeah, pray for your car here.
Yeah.
Because we've had a lot of foul balls out there.
I was parked behind the other field.
I think I'm well in a good spot. I am behind the field here, but out in the dirt.
Yeah.
You have to really drive one. I was parked over by the JV field, but man, those spots are tight.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get my car hit. But yeah, keep an eye on your vehicles if you're parked close to the field here. As that one outside, so a full count. Or no, I don't know. 2-2. It's been a long game, guys.
It hasn't. It's been all violent.
It's been a long one. I'm really not used to having to speak this much.
You're doing a great job.
I told everybody, I shared this on Facebook. I said, please be nice to me. As that ball goes over the glove of Quinones. Gets another run in, so 12-2 now. So Dixon advances, McGarity scores on the pass ball because it did go off the glove of Quinones. So
Millville is not giving up. They're not trying to get
no,
merciful.
and that's what you want to see.
They're on home field. They are not trying to get merciful,
That's
and I
what you
love
want
to
to
see
see.
it.
So wait, they play one more run in the bottom of this inning or the next inning, and if Vineland doesn't score, we do go
To the sixth, at least.
to the sixth inning and play from there. So it is Jaden Goranson, who's had a tough day at the plate. 2 strikeouts so far. But he's got a chance for an RBI here. Watches that one for strike 1. That was a good pitch from Marin, who came in relief. He's run into some trouble here. He's walked 3 batters. Or no, 2 batters, I believe the last one was. That one outside. Because Gordon had 4 walks.
Got a mound visit already for Marin.
Well, it's been 2 walks for Marin.
Yeah.
The third in this inning came from Gordon, and that was his last at bat. And despite the fact that it's a 12-2 game, Coach Kyle Jones is very quick on the mound. He knows he probably doesn't have to say much. Or not, okay, not Kyle Jones, sorry. One of the assistant head coaches. Coming, just a quick little talk for Marin. Tall will head back over to first base. Dixon back to third. Jaden Goranson 1-1 the count. Has a chance to bring Millville out of the mercy rule. If he can find a way to get one taking off is Tolan, not going to throw through, unsurprisingly. So a stolen base there. Tall puts 2 runners in scoring position. 2-1 the count now for Goranson. That one low, 3-1. Good patience on these last couple of pitches from Goranson.
I'm loving seeing him not chase out the zone like he did in the first 2 at-bats. He's being patient, waiting for his own.
The 3-1 the count on Goranson. He's had some patience on these last couple of pitches. And that was ball 4 by my count. Now I know I counted right on that one, but I was pretty confident that was ball 4. But
I'm assuming right now.
it is 3-1 now. I was pretty confident that was ball 4, as that went to the second baseman, scooped up, and Millville does plate 2 in the inning. It is still a 10-run deficit, but Millville showing some life. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Vineland up 12-2.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
Many people treat
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
All right, so we've got a couple changes for the Thunderbolts. Out in right field now is Logan Burlew. So he comes in for Hoffman. And Chris Dragota now behind the plate for the Thunderbolts.
Don't know if that's something to be proud about.
Nate Heacock's in for his second inning of work. Millville just trying to get a couple of new players in. Burlew was the pitcher yesterday. Pitched a great game for the Thunderbolts, just unfortunately finished with a no decision. And Chris Dragota becomes the new catcher. And we do have, or are going to have, a little bit more bullpen action. Okay, and there's Chris Dragota, the new catcher for the Thunderbolts, here in the top of the fifth. And we have a new batter as well. That's number 13, so I think we have a new catcher for Vineland as well. That is not Quinones. Or no, sorry, that's not Townsend. We have a new DH.
That's Nathea Perez. I apologize if I'm saying that right. Nathea Perez. I really do apologize if I'm saying that wrong. That's number 13, junior.
Let's see if I can get myself together
Plays
here.
outfield and is a pitcher.
I didn't write my scorebook correctly at all. So that's why I thought Quinones, but a swing and a miss there from Perez. Nathan Perez batting for Townsend. That one just misses. 2-1 the count.
One thing I like about Vineland is their dugout has been in the game the whole entire time. I pointed it out multiple times, but even up 10, when they know that in 3 outs they could be, when Millville comes up and they get 3 quick outs, the game could be over. But that was a great pitch there by Heacock.
So the strikeout. Jared Hoffman warming up in the bullpen, which is why there's a new right fielder. So the strikeout for Perez. I wasn't looking. Was it swinging or looking? All right, what was the strikeout regardless? For Perez, that one. Over to Shapiro covering as Heacock has to reach up for the throw, but does get the out. So 2 quick outs in the inning there.
It would have been great if they could do these 2 quick outs for the first 4 innings of the game. However, better late than never, I guess.
Now, was that Cruz? That was still Cruz batting.
That was Cruz. Okay. However, we do have another.
So we only have one. We do have a new batter for Marco Capozola. That is number 22.
Devin Ramos.
So Vineland getting some new guys in.
Both teams just trying to make. I think they're just trying to give everybody a chance to play.
Yeah, at this point in this kind of game, you're just getting some players off their feet. So Devin Ramos, the new batter. Devin Ramos is the new batter. The catcher is Chris Dragota. Welcome. That one fouled out of play. With Devin Ramos. Nate Heacock's ahead 1-2 in the count. Heacock swing and a miss there, gets the strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning.
That was a beautiful inning
7
there by
strikeouts
Millville.
in the game. Yeah, that was a perfect inning in relief. So Millville's last chance here, down by 10. They need to score at least 1 to keep the game going. We head to the bottom of the 5th, all Vineland, 12-2.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all
high school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
All right. Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Buddy Alcia Reed now on the mound for the Fighting Clan. So we have our 3rd pitcher in the game. Yeah, that was a tough inning of relief for Marin. So Vineland wants to end this one here. So they will go back to their bullpen.
I've seen a couple of pitches from 12 there in the bullpen, and what I was seeing did look pretty good. So I think that they want him to. He's one of the guys that you put in for your last 3 outs. You don't put him for any more, any less. He's there for your last 3 outs, and that's what Vineland wants to do. They want to finish it here.
So let's take a look at the outing for Marin. Gave up and a couple walks. Gave up a couple hits. Or sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side. Walked a couple. And allowed Millville to get on the board. So Nate Hecox, the pitcher now. Still the DH, but did come in to pitch the last 2 innings. We'll start it off for Millville here in the bottom of the 5th. Their last chance. If they cannot play it around in this inning, that will be it. Warming up in the bullpen still, though, is Hoffman, just in case. That one high from Vineland's new pitcher, Buddy Alcia Reed. That one inside, Hecox has to duck a little bit out of the way. But quickly 2-0. For Hecox, it's 3-4-5, so probably who you want up here if you're Millville. Hecox, Shapiro, and Mulheron. That one inside again. Reed having a little trouble locating some of these pitches. There is some more bullpen action for Vineland just in case Reed cannot find his way through this inning. And that one, I'll tell you, that was a really good job by Quinones. That's all we'll say there.
I'm pretty sure Rule 1 of catcher school is learn how to frame a pitch.
Yeah, you'll be a pitcher's best friend.
Yes.
As that one hits Hecox. That's a hit by pitch. First runner on here.
And the 3 balls that Alcia Reed's, I apologize for saying that.
I'm going Alcia Reed.
But in the 3 balls that he pitched, they were all in. So
he was never really close.
I'm not surprised that he did hit.
He was getting closer and closer to hitting Hecox.
He was like, oh, here we're warmer.
So Garrett Shapiro will bat, and warming in the bullpen is Sean Apple. Appel, one of those, probably Appel. Let's go with that. There's not 2 P's in there. Is warming up in the bullpen. Shapiro watches that one inside. Already one batter hit in the inning, Hecox. Again, there's Apple. We'll say it both ways. One of them will be right, maybe. Warming up as Shapiro drives that one. That's high, but it's going to stay in play. Now can the left fielder find it? He doesn't. That one drops. He couldn't find that one in the lights. So that's 2 runners on.
Left fielder kind of pointed at the lights. I think it was the lights, a combination of the lights, and I'm not sure exactly how windy it is.
That is an E7, though. But that's a play that you probably should have out there as the left fielder.
Look.
That's Ernie Bernhardt.
One of the rules of outfield is you start back, but I think he started way too far back.
Yeah,
and
he has it, though, and right there, it tails off. So faking the bunt, but getting called a strike anyway. That's Mulheron. He came around to score at Millville's first run of the game on the balk. So Millville can keep this game alive if they play just one. Playing in the first baseman. A ball there for Mulheron. 1-1. Yeah, playing in over at first base is Santiago, trying to cut the runner off if anything stays on the infield. Try and get him at third. You want to try and get the lead runner first. Mulherrin flinches. That one is called a strike. He thought about swinging at that one. I think Santiago is going to back up now with 2 strikes. I think they were also concerned maybe about a bunt attempt. They're getting a huge lead over at first. That one is fouled out of play.
That was a great job there by Mulherrin. I don't know if you've seen the pitch. It was an all-speed curveball.
Yeah, he hung in it.
And he hung, he waited, and all he did, he didn't put the ball in play. He fouled it off, and that's all you can ask for.
I tell you, though, Shapiro was like almost even with the second baseman with that lead at that point. He's not being held on, so he doesn't have to be. That one passed ball off the catcher. Runners now on second and third. I don't know, that felt more wild pitch to me.
Yeah, wild pitch, I would assume so.
That felt more a little wild. It's not too much.
There's a curveball that got away from him.
Yeah, not too much that could have been done by the catcher. So Millville, again, 1 run keeps this game alive regardless of what else happens in this inning. Good chance here for Mulherrin with 2 outs. Just gets a piece of that one to stay alive.
That was a good hack. Just to keep himself alive in the count, just to keep himself in it, and he knows that 1 run keeps him in the game, but he wants that 2 run. He wants a little poking into wherever just to get those 2 runs in.
Hey, it's been a little wild, too, from Reed, so even something that gets past Quinones will work. As he says, I want to Toro. Toro's just going to let the run score, and that means this game will continue as Hecox comes in to score on the fielder's choice from Mulherrin. So we will play on. Oh, we do have a little stoppage here.
I think
somebody's not.
Quinones actually had gotten a little bit banged up on that last play.
Yeah, so somebody wasn't happy about something, and we're having a little discussion with the home plate umpire. But Marcellus Preston steps up. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and struck out. 1 out in the inning, 1 run already across for the Thunderbolts. Quinones keeps that one in front. So Millville getting on by a hit by pitch, an error in left, and scoring a run on the fielder's choice will keep us going. That one, that's a little by Quinones, but he keeps it in front. But Alcia Reed has really not been able to locate for the most part in this inning of work. Well, already plated 1, runner on second. That is Garrett, or no. That is Garrett Shapiro on second base. That one a strike called. Marcellus Preston still ahead, 2-1 in the count. 1 out in the inning, Millville 1 run across already. Preston fouls that one off. That was almost a defensive swing for Preston. 2-2. Max Richter on deck. That would be for Burlew, who came in for Hoffman to play right field. Good job by Preston to wait that off-speed off and just foul it away to stay alive.
Kind of same thing that Mulherrin did. Just, it's sometimes hard to wait on that all-speed because you just want to hack at it. But great job on both of those guys, Mulherrin and Preston, to wait back for a little bit, hack, and foul it off.
So Preston, 2-2 the count. 1 out in the inning, 1 run across already. That one goes behind Preston, shot by Quinones to keep that one from getting away. So a full count again on the batter. That's 3 full counts in the inning for Reed. The payoff pitch here. Outside, good eye by Preston to lay off that one. Millville is not giving up just yet.
And they shouldn't. I think they're still in it. You know, the dugout is standing. They're all up on the fence. They're doing the best that they can. They know that, you know.
It's a long shot, but you want to make this one look as respectable as you can.
Yeah.
Because you want to take this momentum into tomorrow.
Right, and as you said, Max Richter is up now. He was also one of the pitchers that was warming up in the bullpen.
Richter?
Yeah, Richter was, yes. After, I think it was Richter
I
and
saw
then
Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Okay, I saw Hoffman out there. I didn't
Yeah.
know if I saw Richter.
Richter was out there for a short amount of time, though. And then Hoffman came in to warm up.
So now batting for... So Logan Burlow never actually ended up coming up to bat. He did come in to play right field for Hoffman. So coming in to bat now is Max Richter. I'm going to have to make some room in my scorebook for this because I don't have room for a third batter there. So Max Richter. That one outside. Again, a hit by pitch, a walk, an error in the inning, and the fielder's choice to score the run for Millville. That one called a strike, 1-1 the count. Max Richter on to hit. Technically for Hoffman because Burlow never actually came up to bat.
Right.
And that is the son of the longtime Millville trainer, Dan Richter, who pops this one up, and underneath it is Santiago. It's unfortunate for Max Richter.
That kind of got him in on the hands there. Not somewhere where you don't want to get hit on it. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that
on
one's
the
going to
hands.
sting, especially with the
feel
cold.
good.
And we have Christian McGarity now, who comes up with 2 outs in the inning. But again, regardless, we will go to the top of the 6th inning as Millville has cut this to a 9-run deficit. So McGarity will step out. He struck out. He reached on a walk his last time. Came around to score in that inning. That one outside. Ball 1. Alcia Reed, who's struggled a little bit in this inning. Does have 2 outs, though, and can find his way out of it, only giving up the 1. That one nearly catches McGarity in the head.
And although that Jake Garden had pitched a long while there and had given up he hadn't given up no runs. So the question is, do you think that they should have kept Garden in?
I think it was because he sat for so long.
That's fair.
I think he sat for so long. It was a big lead. They wanted to get into their bullpen. That's at least where I'm thinking. Maybe.
But now hindsight kind of thought is like,
yeah,
maybe we should have kept him in for up 12.
You can't go back and think
Yeah.
what coulda, shoulda. But to my thinking, it's because you have such a big lead. He sat for a long time, as I believe. I don't know that I want to say I think that's a full count. But no, there is 1 strike. Okay, good. That's why I don't say things. So, Cia Reed looking to get back in the count, fouling that one off. Well, I know for sure now there's 2 strikes. Oh, it's because I was marking on the wrong person. So Christian McGarity with 2 strikes on him. 2 outs in the inning. 1 run across for the Thunderbolts. An important run just for the fact this game will continue. Runners off, and swinging through that one is McGarity. So a tough inning for Alcia Reed that keeps this game going. But the strikeout to end the inning, Millville keeps this game alive. It is 12-3. We head to the 6th inning.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
New pitcher on the mound for the Thunderbolts, Jared Hoffman. We also have a new right fielder, Nate Hecox, who was the DH, the pitcher, now the right fielder. I still believe that keeps everything intact, though, because the pitcher was, I don't know. We'll find out maybe.
You should have kept going. What you said sounded
Nope,
right.
I don't know where I was going with it, to be honest
correct.
with you. I believe, do not quote me 100%, I believe we still keep Hecox, and we would not have to, and Hoffman would not have to bat. But again, Jared Hoffman, the new pitcher for the Thunderbolts, because he was already in this game as the right fielder, which is why I think everything washes out. Because it's not like you technically brought in a new player.
I'm just going to agree with everything you
Hoffman,
said.
please don't. That's never the right thing to do. I can even admit that. Hoffman did start as the right fielder, came out to go to the bullpen. Burlew came into right. Richter batted for Burlew, who never got a chance. Now Hecox is in right field. High school is wild, guys. Everybody plays everywhere.
And yes, I agree.
Enough said. Enough said.
Enough said.
So we do head to the top of the 6th here. Millville getting that all-important run to cut the deficit to 9, meaning we play on. Now, again, of course, if Vineland does play another one and Millville does not, we will end. It could be a 10-run deficit at any point from now on, and will end if Millville does not put it down below that. So Vineland will try to do the same here, and it is Ernie Bernhardt, the left fielder, who will start things off. It's 9-1-2. So as long as there are no other changes, it's Bernhardt, Menzoni, and Etheridge. I do see Menzoni on deck. So at least the first 2 batters will stay the same here on the top of the 6th. That one in, a little high. Ball 1 to Bernhardt. Again, Jared Hoffman, the new pitcher. The 3rd pitcher of the game for Millville. Vineland has also thrown 3 men on the plate. That one driven out to right field, so it's the first chance for Hecox. He finds the one rather easily for the first out of the inning. So 2 pitches, 1 out for Bernhardt on the fly out to right field. So stepping up to the plate now is Menzoni, who's 3 for 3 on the day. It's a couple singles and an RBI. He fakes the bunt, pulls it back. So he's enjoyed a solid game here. So ball 1 there on Menzoni. Again, pulls the bunt out and pulls it back. When everything is working for you.
I was going to say, bunting up 9 is very interesting, but when everything's working for you.
Yeah, I mean,
Vineland's
not going to let off the gas.
No,
they absolutely are not. So, that was a good job by Dragona. Because I believe that was really ball 3, but a nice job to pull that one in. I was going to go with the easy punt there, but I'm not my father.
Could be. You are stepping in this spot today.
3-1. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Again, if you're listening, watching, doing any of that, we appreciate you sticking with us here on Quinn Broadcasting. Quinn Broadcasting, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live, channel 22.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
QBC.TV. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, all of the above. We appreciate your support. As heading to first base on the walk is Menzoni. I say that genuinely because people do come up to me and say something, and I go, ew, don't watch me. But I really do appreciate the compliments and everything. I had a couple people today who caught the Buda game yesterday that said, hey, was that you I saw on Instagram talking to some of the Buda kids? I said, don't look at me, first of all. But thank you.
You're famous.
Well, I work in Buna, which took me a minute after the second person said it. I was like, you guys are seeing it. I was like, oh yeah, I work in Buna.
Start
I saw
charging for autographs.
Saw some of the Buna kids in there. They gave a little wave as well. We talked to a couple of them after the game yesterday. That one, inside, runner on first here on the walk by Menzoni. So this is Xavier Etheridge. So Vineland still keeping most of their starters in. Etheridge watches that one miss for ball 2. Oh, Hoffman struggling a little bit. He's already walked 1. And already behind 2-0 on Etheridge. And that one does catch the plate. 2-1 the count. Two and one the count here on Etheridge. Jared Hoffman looks in, looks over to first. And he does throw over to first. Manzoni wasn't too far off, but he does get back in plenty of time. Take a look there. Manzoni takes a couple steps off of first base just before the cutout. Xavier Etheridge, the batter, up 2-1 in the count. The pitch from Hoffman. That one to third. Mulheron goes for 2, but he misses Dixon. And they do throw through to Hecoxon. That's going to allow the runner to second. I don't know about that decision. So, second and third now on the error.
Manzoni is banged up again. I remember earlier.
I think he was banged up from earlier,
Yeah,
so he's probably fighting through a little bit right
he's
now.
He's so fast. Seeing speed right there on that pass ball or that bad throw. That's why he's their leadoff. He's one of the fastest players on Vineland's lineup, so why not throw him first? But you can see where that speed shows him going to second and third on that bad throw. But he is shaking up over there. Hopefully,
yeah,
he's okay.
he was hurt earlier,
Yeah.
and it's cold too. And it's not going to help you if
No.
you're already hurting.
Right.
So we'll keep an eye though on Manzoni. Gets the thumbs up from the umpire. CJ Santiago steps in. Only 1 out in the inning. Runners both in scoring position. Hoffman was able to get the first out on the first batter, but since then has been a little wild. He does get the strike there on CJ Santiago. Runners on second and third on the error, and a couple of overthrows. So Hoffman looks in. That one, a big swing and a miss there from CJ Santiago, who's walked twice, has an RBI single, has another single, and came around to score twice in this game. So quickly 0-2 the count. Hoffman loses that one a little, gets past Dragoda. We have a play at the plate, just not in time though. So coming into scoring, getting that 13th run to make it another 10-run deficit. And man, if you guys could see this scorebook, it is wild.
All over the place because you've had to overlap multiple
I've had
times.
to overlap at least once.
Yeah.
And I messed up too, forgetting I had to overlap. I'm running out of space here, guys. There's more the fact that I don't know if half of what I wrote. That one again goes over the head. And another run scores.
Which now
Etheridge. So now it's an 11-run game, which Millville
Noble
needs
has 4.
3 in the next inning to keep it going. Because if it's at 10, it won't matter. Is it 2? I'm bad at math.
2. They need 2 to get it the deficit to 9 for them to keep going. But the way everything is going, I think they just want to get out of this as soon as they can.
And again, Hoffman cannot find the plate right now. So a couple of wild pitches here from Hoffman has allowed 2 to come in. Again, over the head of Dragoda. And Hoffman it cannot find anywhere close to the plate right now. And yeah, unsurprisingly, Dragoda is going to go out and talk to Hoffman. That was a rough set of pitches there that allowed 2 runs to come in and allowed Vineland to go back up by 11.
Yeah, 4 pass balls is not really heard of, no matter what level you're playing.
And it's not, they're not even close either.
No,
that's the problem.
They're sailing over Dragotta in back.
So Mario Toro now up in a game that just won't end. Here in the 6th inning. Vineland up 14-3. I'll give Dragotta credit. He
I'm
really
about to say, nice
tried
try.
to get that one.
Nice
and
try.
At this point, Millville, I almost want the umpire to just feel pity.
All right, you just officer.
Just call that one.
Umpire, just call.
Officer of the law. Officer of the baseball law. Doesn't bite on that one again. Oh, Dragotta got him on that one, though.
We're calling that one, I guess. I'm a fan of it. Go ahead, Blue.
All right, we appreciate
Great call,
we
Blue.
appreciate that one. As again, Millville will have to plate at least 2 in the bottom of the 6th to keep this one going. Mario Toro up. CJ Santiago.
Dragotta's trying to get that frame back there, but
Toro
Blue's not
let his
calling.
on-deck batter know how the pitch is falling. On deck there is Quinones. Again, Vineland keeping the majority of their starters in. They want to keep their foot on the throats of Millville, and does he offer? Is there a call? No, they say he doesn't. And Toro was mad at himself, too, because he thought he did, but
I think that's one of the pitches that he wants, kind of like high in the zone.
They don't get the call. It was close, so either Toro was mad that he thought he swung or mad because he wanted that pitch.
Right.
So 3-1 the count here on Mario Toro. And he's just going to watch that one. Yeah, kind of shakes his head a little bit. All right, he says. Full count here on Toro, 1 out in the inning. 2 runs have already come across on a couple of wild pitches from Hoffman, who would like to get the out here. The 2nd out of the inning. He started off this inning well, getting the fly out and right, but that is ball 4. The 3rd walk for Hoffman in this inning. And no action in the bullpen, and I don't think Millville can afford to put another pitcher out there when you've got a game tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
We've got a game tomorrow. If this is the 3rd pitcher of the game, so Carson Reed started, Nate Hecox has pitched, and Jared Hoffman. So if anybody's really going to heat it here, it's Jared Hoffman.
I don't know if you noticed that, but when Quinones warms up, he swings left, but he's a righty. It's
And
so
that's
weird.
actually,
He's done it the whole game.
my brother, I think, is like that.
He's going up there swinging lefty.
I think he bats left and does certain things right, or he does something. He did something. I don't know. As that one lined out to center field, is that going to drop in? It does. Unable to get to it is McGarity. They did have a play at 2nd, and then good job by Hoffman backing that one up. Yeah, that's just one of those that is kind of put in no man's land.
Yeah.
Quinones dropping into the perfect spot.
Tough for any level to get that ball right there. It was just a little end of the bat, blew in the perfect spot. As we see here, it's like
McGarity gave it all he had, but once he knew he wasn't going to reach it, he did try to get him at 2nd. A low throw, though, bounced. Hoffman did a nice job, though, to back it up. Still just 1 out in the inning. Bases now loaded. As getting that one in.
What is that called? The Bermuda Triangle?
And is this this is still Nathan Perez, correct? Yes, this is Nathan Perez, who came in to hit for Townsend. This is his 2nd at bat. 1-1 on Perez. Nowhere to put him if you're Hoffman. Millville would like a double play to get out of this inning. That one sails high, though. And this truly feels like the game that just won't come to an end. We started at 6:55. It's now
9:30.
Almost 9:30, so we're creeping towards. Oh, I hope we don't creep towards that 3-hour mark.
I was actually.
Well, though that would mean Millville has played it a couple runs. So.
Yeah, I was actually looking up confession. I was looking up on Google if there was any rule for a time limit, but
I don't think so.
Oh.
We'd have to go really long.
So we're just here for the.
We're here for it all.
All right.
And if we get that far, though.
I mean, I had no plans today. I was probably going to watch.
Well, some of us work at 6 a.m.
Oh, I do not do that.
So
I'll be asleep at 6
some of us have to get up and leave the house by 5:30.
Yeah, that's
so
not me.
That one does walk in a run. CJ Santiago comes in to score. The RBI goes to Perez. And Millville's going to have to score 3, but we are going to get a courtesy runner for Quinones, who's the catcher. So coming in to run is Brett Brosh. So I believe this should be Zach Cruz, and it is. Still one out in the inning. That one inside nearly hits Cruz. And the pitch, well out of play. Getting a good hack on that one was Cruz. And he wanted to play them all on that swing. Vineland up 15-3 here in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded, only 1 out in the inning. Hoffman pitch sails outside. Two and 1. Vineland already plated 3 in this inning after Millville plated a pair. That one sails high, 3 and 1. In danger of walking in another run in this inning.
Kind of sums up today's game.
Pretty much.
Pretty
much. Pitching has not been the star for Millville today.
Not at all.
A lot of walks in this game. That one, though, helping him out a little bit. Dragoda has to get out of the way of the umpire. And he drops it now. I wasn't sure if that one was even going to stay in play, but
I was actually surprised it did stay in play.
yeah, I couldn't tell that. By that point, I was more focused on the monitor because I couldn't see Dragoda anymore. So staying alive there is Cruz, who's definitely upset with himself, thinking he was going to pop out on that. So 3-2 the count. 1 out in the inning, so the runners will not be off. But in danger of walking in another run is Hoffman. But he gets the swing and a miss from Cruz. The second out of the inning came a long time after the first.
The unfortunate truth there.
6 batters between outs here.
Jeez Louise.
You see Toro there on third. And stepping up should be Devin Ramos. He came in for Marco Capizzola. With 2 outs now. Strike 1. And Vineland has once again batted around. Bernhardt started this inning. Ramos is the 9th batter. That one sails, and another run is going to come in to score. Hoffman didn't get off the mound in time. So another run. That is Mario Toro who comes in to score this time on the wild pitch. Everybody moves up a base. It is now 16-3.
Millville will now have to score 4.
Runners on second and third
just to
now.
make it into the 7th inning.
Everybody moves up a base again on the wild pitch. It's been a long one, guys. We're all getting a little restless up here. As that one right at Mulherron. And I know I've said mercifully a lot today, but mercifully that inning ends. Vineland plates 4 in the inning, though. It is 16-3. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Millville's got to score 4, or this one's over.
Hello, I'm Mayor Anthony Fanucci. Vineland, New Jersey offers both a great business location and an outstanding quality of life. But don't just take my word for it. The experts agree. We're proud to be recognized as a premier food processing and logistics hub, one of New Jersey's most affordable and desirable cities, and one of the best places to retire in the country. Visit vinelandcity.org and see how our resources can work for you. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
High School Baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here at the Babe Ruth Field, here in Millville. Vineland, though, enjoying a nice outing as Sean Appel does come in. So Vineland using 4 pitchers in this one, even being up by as big a score as they are. So Millville has kind of found a way to get into the bullpen, but I have a feeling that's more the score than what Millville's done today. So it will be, I believe, 9-1-2 for Millville. So that would be Dixon, Tull, and Dragota. I do see Bobby Dixon over there, as well as Pat Tull.
There they are right there. That's a good shot of them. And in the middle of the dugout in the background.
You see Dixon, he'll lead off this inning. Tull will come in. Heacock's getting ready just in case. I believe it should be Dixon, Tull, and Dragota. 9-1-2. We'll try to keep this game into the 7th inning, but Millville's got to score 4.
Good shot of our cameraman back there. And he's waving. Shout out to them. Sitting out there on a cold, windy night for almost 3 hours. Hopefully we don't get to the 3-hour mark. But shout out to them. Shout out to our cameraman. Working hard.
Yeah, I do. That's Ozzy Boy right there. Yeah. He is freezing. He is freezing over there.
That is the fakest thumbs up I've ever seen, if I've ever
seen
it.
Well, the face said it all. They get Liam Mulherron out in the other bleachers.
Shout out to them. I've been there before.
Yeah, biggest shout out. I do not envy either one of them. We're up in the press box here. I believe we have a heater in here too.
I think we do. It feels great up here, by the way.
It feels just comfortable. Feels comfortable.
It's not windy.
I'll take that as Dixon. Dixon 1-0. Watches that one high. 2-0. So Dixon up 2-0 in the count. Appel looking in. That one right down the middle. Nice pitch from Appel. Dixon still up in the count. 2-1 here, 16-3. That is right. If you are just tuning in, that is the right score. 16-3. Vineland's had a heck of a game. Is that one lined, but lined fouling out of play? A good swing by Dixon. Just has to straighten that one out. As that one, I think, went into the next to the bleachers. Giving it a good run over there. So looking in is Appel. 2-2 the count. And that one, just didn't have enough movement to get the strikeout call. You might have been able to hear the oohs and ahs from the Vineland dugout, thinking that was going to be strike 3. Dixon seemed pretty confident, though, that he was going to see at least another pitch. Yeah, that would have been a tough swing, even if he got the bat out. Right. So the payoff pitch spoils that one, does Dixon. And Sean Appel coming in relief in this 6th inning. Full count here on Dixon. That one well inside, ball 4. So Millville gets the first runner on. They've done that the last couple innings. They have found a way to get a couple of runners on. Just haven't been able to scratch too much across. So Pat Tull, who's reached base all 3 times today. He's officially 1 for 1, has 2 walks. as well as the single, Millville's first hit in the second inning. Millville still with only 2 hits in the game. They've had errors and walks that have allowed them to reach base. That one low and outside, ball 1.
I like how the Blues keep it honest to his game. A lot of
Yeah,
umpires
he could
this,
say this game is too long, let's go home.
or he just could be calling any kind of strikes.
Yeah,
and
so
be like, hey, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, we're trying to get out of here.
He's
but
keeping true to his game. I respect it.
And taking off and getting in safely there is Bobby Dixon, so he gets the stolen base to move himself into scoring position. 2-0 the count on Tull. That one lined right past the first baseman. Dixon had to hold up, so I don't think, now he's gonna try. That one cut off. Tull gets to second, he's going to third. The baseball is everywhere. And that's a single. Was he going all the way to second?
I think that was a single.
A single, and he reaches on the throw in.
I do gotta say that was
third. I'd say on the error.
I think that was a very risky
And
move by Forbes.
Tull and Toro having a little fun over there at third base.
That was a very risky move by Forbes sending Dixon, but it worked out. I think if it was a play right at the plate, Dixon would have been gunned. But hey,
yeah,
it wasn't.
Cutting that one off was Santiago.
Yeah, it wasn't though. So another run for
Millville. That's 1 run in for Millville in this inning. That one hits. That's a new batter. Or no, that's Dragoda batting for the first time. Gets hit by the pitch. So he'll head to first base. Nate Hecox, the DH pitcher right fielder, is batting.
Jack of all trades.
He's done everything. Yeah, he's done everything. He's batted, he's fielded, and he's pitched. So Tull leading off a third. Dragoda on first. Dragoda takes off. Throwing through, surprisingly, and he's out by a mile.
That was a great throw.
And I'm surprised they threw through on that. So getting caught stealing. Getting caught stealing, and I'm surprised Quinones threw through. I guess if you're tall, you're not trying to run into the third out there. So just a runner on third now. 1 out in the inning. Nate Hecox steps out. 16-4. Millville has to plate 3 more in order to keep this one going. A 12-run lead here for the Fighting Clan, who have been in control all game long, as that one's fouled nearly off the light post by Hecox.
Over there by the batting cage over there, I don't think is in use anymore.
1 out in the inning on the caught Steely. Nice throw by Quinones to get Dragoda. Nate Hecox will try to get himself an RBI here, get another run in for Millville, who again at this point is playing for pride. Just something they can hang their heads on heading into tomorrow's game, which again is at Vineland under the lights once again. So the pitch from Appel. Hecox drives that one out to center field, but backing up. That one goes off the top of the fence. So a stand-up double for Nate Hecox, and he was that close to a home run.
Oh my goodness, he just needs to get in the gym do one
He
rep.
He just needed one more little pump.
One more rep, and that's going over the fence. But Gray was a great hit, top of the fence. I mean, that's one of the ones where he's going to be thinking about at night, like, oh my goodness,
he was that close.
Oh my goodness, that close.
All right, 2 more runs for Millville keeps this one alive. Still only 1 out in the inning. And Garrett Shapiro is up to bat. So Hecox driving in Millville's second run on the double that just barely caught the top of the fence and stayed in play. It looked really good off the bat. So Pyro up 1-0 in the count. Make it 2-0. And again, credit goes to Millville, and I think we might just get to 3 hours here. We're at 9:42 now.
You know, I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, I can't wait to call a 3-hour baseball.
I know, everyone says that too.
I looked in the mirror and like,
so
get ready.
excited. And that one is called a strike.
Woke up, looked in the
But
mirror.
so much credit does go to Millville because this game has been all Vineland all game long. And Millville has found ways to just at least give themselves something to be happy about. Yeah, Vineland's got 16, and you're not going to like that, but as that one bounces over the head of Appel, can Shapiro beat that one out? He does. As unable to get it, and I'm calling that an infield single because that's a play that probably should be made.
Yeah.
It's still probably a play that should be made. But going over to
Good on Shapiro for hustling that out, too.
Going over to third is Hecox. On a single. Again, 1 out in the inning. Cole Mulheron steps up. He's got a single reached on an error and has an RBI on the fielder's choice. Pyro leads off. Mulheron sends that one out to right field. No, it's dropped. It's dropped. Hecox will come in to score. Shapiro goes to third, Mulheron goes to second, and my God, Millville needs one more. Millville needs one more run.
Millville may not win this game, but they're doing
What
just
is
enough. And look at that dugout. Look at
on?
that dugout. They're just in this
What
game.
is happening today?
What is
That is
going
an error
on?
on the right fielder. That drives in a run, and he just boots it.
Yeah, I mean, it was right
It's
to
in his
him.
glove. He just boots it.
They are doing just enough to stay in this game. Wow.
And we are a sacrifice away from this game going to the bottom of the seventh. Guys, this really is the game that is never going, and he's shaking his head out there. He knows. He knows he should have had that.
Never going to end.
That one fouled away by Preston. And out there in right field, that should be, I believe that's Devin Ramos. And Millville can get back in this, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, I
Some
mean,
way, somehow, Preston puts a drive into this
We
pitch,
were-
gets a couple of runs in,
we
and
were talking about chipping away.
this is a brand new ball game. Still just 1 out in the inning. Preston fouls that one off, quickly down 0-2. Still, again, only 1 out, should be 2. That drop by Ramos allowed a run to score, and heads up base running from Shapiro and Mulheron to get to second and third.
Yep.
Because again, a sac fly even keeps this game going. 0-2 the count on Preston. Runners on second and third. There's Garrett Shapiro. Watches that one. Yeah, keep going. Just tried to pull that one in. Doesn't bite. That dugout is allowed over there for Millville. We're inside, so we can't quite hear them as loud as we did yesterday, but they're loud enough. And they are up and ready if Preston can put a drive into one. Fouls that one off.
He's staying on it.
Staying on it. He's
Yeah.
fouled off 3 pitches.
He did that last at bat too, where he just hung on a curveball and just stayed in the count. So
Yeah, he ended up walking
yeah,
his last time up. Millville, the 7th batter to come up. Preston again fouls one off. A really good battle for Preston, who is staying alive for Millville. Yep, the 7th batter, Preston. And I gotta tell you, I gotta look at who's on deck, because at this point I have no idea. Is it still Richter? So it's still Richter.
It is still Richter.
Okay. So even though we have a new right fielder, so Richter slides into the DH spot, Hoffman becomes the right fielder.
Sure.
Well, that's the only way Richter could still be in the game.
I agree.
I can't write that in the book. I'll confuse the heck out of myself. But that is why Richter is still in the game, because likely he switches to the DH. Good eye by Preston to lay off. Really good at bat from Marcellus Preston. As Millville suddenly has some life. I know 16-6 doesn't sound like much, but They fought back in these last 2 innings to try and keep this game alive just to get a 7th inning. And Preston sends that one out to center field. That should drop in. That's going to play 2 runs. And ladies and gentlemen, we will have a 7th inning. It is 16-8 on the double. What an at-bat from Marcellus Preston to drive in 2.
Wow.
All right, we're reaching 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we're going to reach 3 hours. Didn't we all want to reach 3 hours tonight?
6:55 first pitch, and what an at-bat from Preston. And he put it in a perfect spot.
Literally perfect.
That allowed Mulherron and Shapiro to score. It is 16-8. And I think we're confused on who should be batting, actually, because Richter is heading back. So let's see who's supposed to be batting here. All right, it is Hoffman that bat. Okay, they do lose the DH because of what just happened. So Jared Hoffman has to bat.
Okay.
So you lose the DH because you've moved your DH into the field, I think.
Gotcha.
That's
okay.
the only, and I was wondering, I was like, I don't know how Richter can be batting. So Jared Hoffman does have to bat as the pitcher. We'll see what he's able to do. Watches that one. So Jared Hoffman, who already was batting today, just continues to bat. So Hoffman had already batted in this game. So he pretty much just continues to do what he's doing, and going to third is Preston. He's going to get there because Quinones couldn't control it. He probably had him if he did.
Yeah, Quinones is
He's mad at himself. So I'm going. So I say stolen base for Preston.
Yeah.
Because he's probably out if Quinones can corral that. So another runner just 90 feet away. Jared Hoffman, the batter. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Watches that one for a ball. So Millville, barring a weird play here, will bat around. Christian McGarity on deck. Hoffman watches that one, and sorry, it was 3 balls already. So a walk here sends Hoffman to first, and we're still going, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
Millville is fighting, yeah. Well,
oh no, ball's being.
No, yeah, we're just getting some new. So
by the way, I haven't
McGarity.
mentioned it. The umpire's mask is really nice. It's a
Oh
pink
yeah, the
one.
pink mask.
It's pink.
The pink mask, it is really sharp. And are we just getting a meeting at the mound, or we have a new pitcher? Millville is really digging into this bullpen, and I believe our center fielder is going to be our pitcher because we have a new center fielder. So coming into play center field, and I can't keep count of anybody
Number
who's in the
7.
game anymore. That is Nino Torres, who goes to center. And yeah, take a look at that. Really, he's got the wristband too. Really sharp mask, and
that is tough.
coming into pitch is number 19. Or coming into, coming into pitch is that number 18? That is number 18, Xavier Etheridge. Etheridge was the center fielder. So Etheridge comes into play center. Going out to right is Torres. I don't know who's in what order anymore. So Etheridge. So Millville is now the 5th pitcher that Millville has faced, and for a game in which Vineland has 16 runs, did not expect to see 5 pitchers for them today.
No, exactly, but 24 runs in total have been scored.
My gosh, I can't keep anything straight anymore.
Who would have thought?
It is. We are creeping upon that 3-hour mark, 9:51 now.
4
So by
minutes.
the time we get to our batter, we'll pretty much be at 3 hours here. If you are still with us, if you are out in the stands right now, I don't know if you can hear us, but we appreciate your dedication sticking this one out. Millville certainly appreciates it as well. Vineland up 16-8 now. in this one. We will have a 7th inning regardless of what happens. Vineland can score 10 runs in the next inning, and we will still play the bottom of the 7th. Please don't happen.
Please do not
Please
say that.
don't happen.
See, now you put it in the universe. I don't know what's going to happen. They better not score 10 in the top of the 7th. I might leave.
I'm not going to work tomorrow, guys.
I'm putting my mic down and leave if they score 10.
I'm not driving to Buda tomorrow, guys. Sorry.
Yo, Wawa, you heard that?
Sorry, Wawa. No, I have to. I only work 6 to 10. We'll be all right. We'll be all right, guys. I just got to... Because I'm not going to bed when I get home. I still got to eat. I'm not going to go to bed. This one, I can't go to bed right away. So, McGarity steps in. He is the 9th batter to come up for Millville. They have batted around. My dad's going to look at this scorebook tomorrow and have no idea what I've done. Neither do I. That's a nice pitch from Etheridge. So quickly 0-2 on McGarity. Bobby Dixon, who started off this inning on a walk, will come up again, barring a double play here. A nice pitch, but doesn't quite fall in. Etheridge kind of says, that's on me. 1-2 with a count on McGarity. And Millville with the little kind of ole almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not going for that. I was not getting my voice up there. I was not getting my voice up there.
I'll do it.
So you can eat that one.
I'm getting delusional.
2-2 off on the hit and run. That one driven out into left field. So another run comes in. Preston, who I briefly forgot was even on third base, I'm going to be honest with you.
That's how long this game has been going on.
How long this game has been, I don't even know who's on base anymore. So Bobby Dixon, who started off the inning, will now come up for the second time. Still just 1 out. This 16-9. Runners on first and second. That one inside on Dixon. Ball 1. Dixon again reached base to start off this inning with a walk. Came around to score. On who knows at this point.
Gotta say, like, 30 minutes ago we were just saying, you know.
And look at the fans out there wrapped up in blankets.
Oh, they got somebody in a pickle.
And yeah.
He's
no.
safe.
No, did he get the? No, he gets in around the tag. I don't think he got tagged. Is what happened.
And he stayed in the base path. Wow.
And
what is going on?
Breathing a sigh of relief, Hoffman, because he was dead.
What is going on?
He was dead. I don't even know what that is.
30 minutes ago, we were like telling
East.
Millville, hey.
That's E something, but who knows at this point. Yeah, he started to go. The pitcher turns around. He's like, at this point, I'm caught. As ball 1, and yeah, Toro never gets him.
Yeah.
So, I don't even know what you call that. You call that Hoffman's on third. That's what we call that. That's a strike.
Scoreboard doesn't need to know how.
The scoreboard is a wreck at this point. I'm sorry, Dad, when you get this book tomorrow. That one well outside and Dixon lays off. All right, let's see. All right, runners on the corners. That one inside, ball 4, bases loaded for Millville. And we are now over the 3-hour mark.
Woo!
Pat Tull is now up. Millville, one swing of the bat is right back in it.
And I feel like that dugout thinks they're already back in. That's the mindset you need.
Tull has reached every at-bat. I didn't write what he did in this inning, but I know he reached base. I don't know if he walked or what he did, but I didn't write it down. I don't know about that one. Millville, base is loaded. Tull puts out the bunt, pulls it back. You got to really put it in a good spot if you're going to score a run here.
He's batting .333 in the year. I think you trust him in his own bat to not bunt.
Yeah,
but,
we'll see if he puts out a bunt again. And they throw over. Hoffman gets back safely. Hoffman nearly got picked already.
Again.
So they're gonna keep an eye on seeing if he leans a little. And Millville still only 1 out in the inning. Bases juiced. Tull watches that one for ball 2, and Etheridge wanted it. The shortstop wanted it. They say that one was up. Putting up his hands over there at shortstop was Manzoni, as well as Etheridge. They wanted the call, but don't get it. 2-0 on Tull. Well, it's well behind him, coming in to score.
Oh.
Hoffman is out at the plate.
Yeah. That ball came back flying back off that backstop.
Yeah, that
Still
was
questionable.
risky. That
Still
was
questionable.
risky. A good play there.
Having played at this field, judging that backstop is always so hard because sometimes it'll bounce off to the left or the right, and sometimes just bounce straight.
Ooh.
Oh,
he was in. He was in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing Millville can do.
Wow.
Hoffman got the hand in. The umpire called it out, and there's nothing Millville can do here. They're going to talk to him a couple times, and he got the hand in, but unfortunately it goes as a caught. Second out of the inning, and that's a big drain of energy from Millville.
Umps are talking.
All right.
How good of a view
Don't mess up my scorebook again. Oh my gosh, guys. Now we're still there. Now they're there. I don't know what that. Hoffman did get in, but unfortunately, there's no replay in high school. It should be 16-10, but instead it's still 16-9. Pat Tull up 2-0 in the count, I believe. I don't know anymore. Guys, I don't know. I've been awake since 5 o'clock. I did take a nap, though, before this game. I won ball 4, so bases loaded again. So Tull reaches on the walk. Over to second Dixon got over to second on the play there, and to third is McGarity, and I can't even read the scorebook anymore.
It says
a lot of
something.
things. It says a lot of things have happened. 16-9, bases loaded here for Dragoda. Watches that one for strike 1. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat and then caught stealing in this inning. It was the first out of this inning. Watches that one.
Vineland is not happy about some of these calls of the umpire.
Well, I don't know if that was Millville celebrating or
I think it's Millville celebrating.
Quinones kind of put his hand up like, can I get that? So 1-1 the count on Dragoda. Dragoda gets hit on the elbow.
Oh my
And
goodness!
he's going to bring in the 10th run.
Oh my goodness!
He's been hit by a pitch twice. That one is probably the best hit by pitch he's ever had. It is 16-10.
And the guy you want up right now
And
is
the
Nate
game
Ecox.
that never ends.
Yeah, the game that never
Yeah,
ends. You do want Nate
Hecox
Ecox.
drove in a pair.
That was a good pitch there by Etheridge. Nice little off-speed.
Well, Hecox drove in 1. Marcellus Preston was the one who drove in 2. 1-1 the count. I may have to look at somebody else's scorebook after that.
I think they're all going to look confused.
Well, they at least know what they're doing. Hecox does offer at that one. They know what they're doing more than I do. This is a mess.
No. Did he go? I don't think so. I don't think he offered.
They check.
No,
They
he
check with the umpire out there by shortstop. Vineland thought he did, but 2-2, Hecox stays alive. Again, Hecox, the DH pitcher, right fielder. Watches that one, 3-2. Nowhere to put him. The bench is loud. Look at Carson Reed. Look at Carson Reed. And they do walk in a run. It is 16-11.
The Millville
dugout is
is
going wild.
Insane.
Look at Carson Reed. It is 16-11.
That's what
guys.
you need. You need that energy to keep you in. This is a long game, over 3 hours. You need that energy to keep you in.
It's
We're
so
all
late.
tired and
Oh my
hungry and
God.
like in bed. That's how you keep. That's how you stay in the game.
Can Millville bat around twice?
Can they? How many more batters until they bat around twice?
All right. Well, we've got Shapiro. We need Shapiro, Mulheron, Preston, Hoffman, and McGarity to bat again.
Can they?
It's 0-1 on Shapiro. Bases loaded. Yeah, that's a good pitch from Etheridge. That's a good one. So an 0-2 hole here for Shapiro, who reached on a single, came around to score on the, I don't know. And Shapiro swing and a miss, and the inning comes to an end, but not before Millville plates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Etheridge stared down Millville's dugout.
Oh. Well, he's got no one to blame but himself.
I don't know why he stared them down, but I mean, I like the energy. I'm not mad at it.
Plates 8 in the inning. It is 16-11. We are going to the top of the 7th. It's after 10 o'clock, guys. We'll be right back.
For over 90 years, Mintz Insurance has protected what matters most: families, businesses, and futures. Born in South Jersey, we've weathered storms, celebrated milestones, and stood strong with our community every single step of the way. Rooted in tradition, but always moving forward, we invest in the latest technology to deliver faster, smarter coverage solutions without losing that personal touch. Because trust isn't built overnight, it is earned. One policy, one promise, one person at a time.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose. Part of a family that cares?
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Just what everyone thought. The south of the 7th inning, and we're still here.
Yep, but I've been standing for like
it is
an hour now.
16-11, guys. Millville twice has broken the mercy rule in the 5th and 6th inning. There's a lot of crosses and a lot of circles in this book right now. Jared Hoffman out for another inning of work, and did he even just have a clean one? He was a little bit wild. The 7th inning here. His first pitch is low. And this is not Ernie Bernhardt. This is Angelo Conte, or Kant, batting for Bernhardt. He pops that one up on the infield. Under that one is Pat Tull. He falls to the ground but keeps that one in his grasp. So that's F6 for the first out. And that will bring Don Manzoni up, I believe.
That is
That
indeed
is still
Don
who has
Manzoni.
reached 4 times, but only has 1 official at bat. No, sorry, 2. He's got 2 singles. 2 singles, 2 walks, I think. I don't know anymore. That one right at Shapiro. Good job to stay with it. 2 quick outs in the inning.
I was gonna say it looked like it took a weird little hop there at the edge of the grass. And
Yeah, good job by Shapiro to stay with it.
Yeah, good on him.
All right, Xavier Etheridge, who's now the pitcher, will come up to bat. He struck out a couple times as a sacrifice to move a runner. Also reached on an error and a walk. I think that's it. First one in, little high.
Got some bullpen action again from Millville. I can't really see the number.
Millville, that is 19. So warming up in the bullpen for Millville just in case is Ryder Stackhouse. What a name.
That's a name I want as my pitcher coming
Ryder
out.
Stackhouse
Give me
warming
Stackhouse.
up for Hoffman, who does have 2 outs in the inning though. That one, he throws that one in the dirt. 2-0 on Etheridge. Yeah, Hoffman able to get 2 quick outs, so unless he runs into some trouble, should hopefully be able to get out of this inning. Give Millville a chance down by 5 in a game that you did not expect Millville to be down by 5.
Not at all.
That one up. Ball 4. So, listen, we don't know anymore, guys. As CJ Santiago checks the signs. 2 outs in the inning. Etheridge on first now. Hoffman got 2 quick outs. And they've got him picked. Now can they get it back? They can't. And he'll get to third. They had him picked. But Etheridge reaches on the bad throw from Shapiro.
Just a rush throw. You had him in a picker. You had him dead in his tracks, but
I think Shapiro couldn't get it out of his glove.
yeah. So he kind of rushed.
And at that point, you
Right.
kind of should just not throw it.
Right.
So runner on third now. A strike
pitch.
called on Santiago. Two outs in the inning. 16-11. A swing and a miss there from Etheridge, so Hoffman has a chance to get out with his cleanest inning. We'll call it that. Got the first 2 batters out, walked Etheridge, who now got the third after it looked like he was going to be caught stealing. That one to Pat Tull. He's going to watch this one in, bounce, and he's not going to be able to get it, and Vineland will plate the 17th run of this game on the error from Tull. A tough hop, but
Just ate him up there a little
yeah,
bit.
just ate him up a little bit. And Vineland will bring up Mario Toro, who's walked twice, struck out once, and has 2 RBIs. That one inside. (17-11) now. Vineland. Top of the 7th here, 2 outs. That one outside. We're going to try to pull that one in. Hoffman looks in for the signal. The pitch to Toro. He smokes this one in. I have a feeling that one
What a
was
catch
at the fence.
by Marcellus Preston out there.
I'll
What a
tell you,
catch.
that looked like it was a no-doubter
Yeah.
from Toro.
Way to
A nice
track
job
that.
by Preston to stay with it. That's a long, long fly out to left field, and that was smoked off the bat at Toro. A really nice job to stay with it by Preston. He's there, we promise. Right at the wall. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, Millville's last chance. Vineland up 17-11.
The Vineland Municipal Utilities is committed to helping your business succeed. As a community-owned utility, our focus is on service, not profit. From site planning to powering your operations, we can help you achieve your strategic goals. Whether it's a customized cost analysis of your usage needs, engineering support to ensure a smooth interconnection, or offering lower rates than neighboring utilities, we want to be your partner in creating an environment for long-term success. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning, Xavier Etheridge out for another inning of work. He's pretty loose out there. He was smiling and laughing. You can hear a Vineland that ended here. Millville needs 6 to tie, 7 to walk it off. They did score 8 in the 6th inning. Just want to let that be known. And Cole Mulheron takes one low. That one inside. Backs Mulheron up a little bit. Good thing I totally don't work in customer service. Don't have to use a voice tomorrow. Mulheron 3-0. You caught that sarcasm, thank you.
I don't miss that, working in customer service.
That one fought off by Mulheron. He might have just chased ball 4. 3-1. Well, I didn't catch the first field, I think. Just by the reaction, I thought I heard no, 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 which would tell me that it was a ball. And that one, nope, there was 2 strikes. First out of the inning. Xavier Etheridge gets a strikeout. Marcellus Preston, who just had that really nice catch out in left field, steps up with 1 out in the inning. Drives that one out for another base hit. Preston had the 2 RBI double his last time up.
I was going to say, Preston has had a really good game. Even on his outs, they have been really good at bats. He's fouling them all, waiting for that pitch, waiting for his own. And then the last 2, double and a single. So good on Preston, plus adding a nice catch out there in left field to end the bottom or to end the 6th inning.
Jared Hoffman, a left-handed hitting pitcher, steps up with 1 out, launches that one high. The left-handed pitcher that started off as the right fielder. We'll try to make something happen here from Mill. That's a nice pitch.
That's a great pitch by Etheridge right there.
A lot of good movement. It amazes me that at the high school level, the movement that some of these kids have. And look at that.
Especially nowadays.
Again, really good movement on the pitch from Etheridge. Clips the corner. Marcellus Preston over there at first base. He's got 2 hits. Hoffman, good eye to lay off that. Because after those last 2 pitches, Etheridge tried to find the same spot, but just missed.
I don't blame him.
And that one driven up the middle. A base hit for Jared Hoffman. Sends Etheridge back. The 2 runners on now for Christian McGarity. Reached on a single his last time, has also struck out twice, walked once. One out in the inning here for McGarity. Strike 1. Well, 0-1 the count here on McGarity. Millville giving Vineland all they can handle. That one fouled off, and I think just a little late was McGarity.
Still looking hacked, though. once again, we can play small ball. I mean, I know it's still bottom of 7, but playing small ball, you don't have to do too much too fast. I mean, you scored 8 last inning by going, taking your time, playing small ball, getting the walks, getting the hits when you need them.
Yeah, Millville showed they can score in the inning. Good eye. And Quinones got to be careful though, too. Because
his body language has been off all game.
And he did turn around. He said, all right, was that low?
Yeah.
So they wanted that one for strike 3.
I wish he had ABS.
Keeps McCarity alive.
Oh
no, that one, okay. It was a little long on that strikeout call, but
I think just wanted to be dramatic there.
Strikeout looking for the second out of this inning. Some good movement by Etheridge on his pitches. I can't even see anything, but no, that drops in. Good job by Quinones, too, to pull that down. So Millville's last chance here, Bobby Dixon. 2 runners on. He's going to take time here. They're almost at 10:20 here. We are creeping towards 3.5 hours. That one low.
Be prepared to see if Vineland gets out of this. Be prepared to see not only the dugout, but especially Etheridge.
Etheridge and
he already stared at him.
Quinones is going to go crazy.
Yes, they have already been staring at the Millville dugout, especially after Quinones got out of that last inning. He was already staring at the Millville dugout like crazy. So I'll be ready to see how Vineland reacts after this.
That one a little inside on Dixon. 2-1, 2 runners on. Marcellus Preston and Jared Hoffman back-to-back singles. 2 strikeouts in the inning, though. And take a look over at the Vineland dugout. Stepping out and stepping off is Etheridge. There's Preston on second. That one well outside. 3-1 the count for Dixon. Millville can load the bases here and bring up the top of the lineup if Dixon can stay alive. And that's right down the middle, strike 2. Runners will be off on the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs. The payoff pitch here from Etheridge is fouled off by Dixon. He got that one off the end of the bat.
Yeah, he did. Way to stay with it. Way to get a good hack on that. I don't know where exactly that ball was going to end up. However, way to stay in the count, stay alive. Find your own pitch, put it in play. That's all you got to do.
And the pitch by Etheridge. Strike 3. And this one is over. Vineland wins. Yeah, I was a little surprised there wasn't a bigger celebration from Vineland, but Vineland wins a slugfest, if you want to call it that. It was a lot more walks than hits.
I'm about to say that was a walk fest there.
That's 17-11. Millville, to their credit, was down and out early in this game, fought back to make this a much more respectable game, but Vineland outlasts Millville 17-11 as the two teams take the handshakes. We'll make an attempt to tally things up, figure out who we're going to talk to, and we'll be back with our star of the game in just a little bit.
That'll be all, because I can literally barely walk right.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Hello, I'm Mayor Anthony Fanucci. Vineland, New Jersey offers both a great business location and an outstanding quality of life. But don't just take my word for it, the experts agree. We're proud to be recognized as a premier food processing and logistics hub, one of New Jersey's most affordable and desirable cities, and one of the best places to retire in the country. Visit vinelandcity.org and see how our resources can work for you. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
For over 90 years, Mintz Insurance has protected what matters most: families, businesses, and futures. Born in South Jersey, we've weathered storms, celebrated milestones, and stood strong with our community every single step of the way. Rooted in tradition, but always moving forward, we invest in the latest technology to deliver faster, smarter coverage solutions without losing that personal touch. Because trust isn't built overnight, it is earned. One policy, one promise, one person at a time.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose? Part of a family that cares?
The Vineland Municipal Utilities is committed to helping your business succeed. As a community-owned utility, our focus is on service, not profit. From site planning to powering your operations, we can help you achieve your strategic goals. Whether it's a customized cost analysis of your usage needs, engineering support to ensure a smooth interconnection, or offering lower rates than neighboring utilities, we want to be your partner in creating an environment for long-term success. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Hello, I'm Mayor Anthony Fanucci. Vineland, New Jersey offers both a great business location and an outstanding quality of life. But don't just take my word for it, the experts agree. We're proud to be recognized as a premier food processing and logistics hub, one of New Jersey's most affordable and desirable cities, and one of the best places to retire in the country. Visit vinelandcity.org and see how our resources can work for you. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
For over 90 years, Mintz Insurance has protected what matters most: families, businesses, and futures. Born in South Jersey, we've weathered storms, celebrated milestones, and stood strong with our community every single step of the way. Rooted in tradition, but always moving forward, we invest in the latest technology to deliver faster, smarter coverage solutions without losing that personal touch. Because trust isn't built overnight, it is earned. One policy, one promise, one person at a time.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here at the Babe Ruth Field here in Millville, New Jersey, Vineland pulls out what turns to be a wild one, 17-11. Ariel Melendez here with our star of the game, Don Manzoni, who ends up going 3 for 4, an RBI, 3 runs scored. At the way this game started, were you guys thinking this was going to be a 17-11 final?
Yeah, easily. I thought we were going to be out of there in 5 innings.
Yeah, to Millville's credit, they fought back in those 2 innings, but a really nice outing from your starting pitcher, Jake Guard. I'm going to talk about his outing a little bit. Probably the cleanest outing for all of the pitchers today.
Yeah, he works really hard, and every time he throws, he's our guy. He goes out there and shoves every day.
And talk about your effort today, you were on base almost every bat until your last at bat was the only one where you ended up unable to reach base. Did it just kind of feel like your night?
Yeah, having my guys behind me, I know they have my back every day, and just the momentum coming off the big game off of Cherokee, we felt good as a team, and I felt good.
And probably not the cleanest that either team wanted to have a lot of errors, a lot of walks, a lot of stolen bases. You guys were very aggressive, though, on the base paths, stealing on Gordon quite a bit, but just kind of the effort altogether to be able to stick this one out. You guys were on Millville early and often. How much was that the key?
Every game we were just aggressive on the bases. We just got a lot of fast guys where we were just automatically stealing, bunting. We just aggressive in the box, swinging first fastball we get, and it's just really helping us win these games.
And it's been a solid season for you guys so far. Now 5 wins on the year. What's next for Vineland?
We're going to keep winning games. Just keep going out there and win games and just have the momentum every game that we're going to crush the team. And that's really it.
Again, that's our star of the game, Don Manzoni. 3 for 4, reach base every at-bat until his last. Vineland wins 17-11. We'll be back to tally up some final stats here, so stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great health care for everyone.
Are you just part of the crowd?
Do you feel isolated and alone?
Do you wish someone would see your gifts?
Would you like to be seen as an individual?
A person of value.
Full of life and purpose? Part of a family that cares?
The Vineland Municipal Utilities is committed to helping your business succeed. As a community-owned utility, our focus is on service, not profit. From site planning to powering your operations, we can help you achieve your strategic goals. Whether it's a customized cost analysis of your usage needs, engineering support to ensure a smooth interconnection, or offering lower rates than neighboring utilities, we want to be your partner in creating an environment for long-term success. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
For decades, our dad has been a steady, trusted voice here at Mintz Insurance, helping neighbors, not just clients, protect what matters most.
As Dad steps into retirement, one thing stays the same: our commitment to this community.
We're proud to be independent, rooted right here in Millville. No call centers, no runaround, just real people ready to help, just like Dad always did.
Mintz Insurance, built on trust, proud of our past, and ready for what's next.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
High school baseball.
It's live on Quinn Broadcasting.
Ariel Melendez here and Tyrell Dunn back after a game that we did not expect to be as wild as it turned out to be. It looked like this was going to be an easy victory for Vineland, ends into a 17-11 final. Vineland coming away with the victory, and there's probably a whole lot we could talk about, but I mean, we've been here for 3.5 hours, so I don't know how much more talking I can do. So I'm going to throw this one to you for a little bit so I can catch my breath. Just a wild game, and all credit to Millville, though, for fighting back.
Oh, 100%. And Don said it himself. He said that they thought they were going to be in and out of here in 5 innings. And I thought the same thing. We thought the same thing. It was like, oh, well, they're down 12. All you have to do is, I'm literally saying in my head, I think I said it on the broadcast, all you have to do is try to keep the momentum, just try to get some hits here and there, and carry this momentum into tomorrow, and just end this in 5 innings, go to tomorrow, hopefully go into Vineland and take Vineland down in their home like they did, in our home. But then things started happening. They started chipping away, and we do wish they did it earlier in the game.
Coach Forbes is probably like, all right, guys, I appreciate the effort. You scored 8 runs in the 6th inning.
Right.
Let's score those 8 runs earlier.
Right.
And maybe this is a different game.
Right. And unfortunately, Carson Reed didn't come out and throw his best game.
No, it definitely wasn't. But what you love to see is he was probably the craziest guy in that 8-run inning. He was up and about, out of the dugout, cheering guys on. So you really like to see that from Reed. And that's the kind of guy Reed is. He's a personable. He's kind of a goofy, crazy guy. So really, nice to see that he was able to wipe that one off, and they'll go into tomorrow really with a lot of momentum. We talk about a lot of what Millville did. And on the flip side, Vineland, though, a really good season so far for Vineland. Now 5 wins on the season. And we talked to Menzoni, who was just one of many stars of the game for Vineland. He went 3 for 4. Again, had a RBI, a couple runs. Couple other play. Mario Toro had a big hit in that one. A couple other things. I didn't tally quite everything up down there.
It was hard to.
A really good effort.
28
It was
runs
a lot of walks. There were some really hard hit balls by both teams. Toro nearly put one out.
So
really
did
nice
Nate
play.
Hecox.
Hecox gets
Hit the
one
top
off
of the
top of the fence. Toro gets pressing just at the wall. So a lot of good baseball, but a lot of sloppy baseball as well. And it's something Millville just has to learn.
Yeah.
As a young team, this is Coach Forbes' second season at the helm for Millville. He's got a lot of guys who have played together, but not a lot of guys who played fully together. So you wipe this one off. You hang your hat on the fact that you didn't give up. We could have easily been out of here an hour ago. But they fought back. Had that really big inning, a lot of walks, a lot of patient at-bats, too. So you go into tomorrow and say, hey, all right, wipe this one clean. We've had a tough week so far. Let's go into Vineland. Let's go into their home, and let's show them what we can do.
Exactly. You just got to, like you said, wipe this one clean, keep the momentum. And like I said, towards the end of the game, that dugout really got into it. And like you said, started by Carson Reed, and that's something that they struggled with yesterday against Buena. The dugout was not in it at all after the first inning. They got into it later on. That's obviously when they started scoring the runs. But if they can stay in it against their rivals tomorrow, don't get hype 1 inning, take off 2 innings. Stay hype throughout all 7 innings or however many innings you may play tomorrow. I know it's 7, but who knows? They might go in there.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Tomorrow's going to be 1-0. We already know it.
Right.
It was 17-11 today. It's going to be a pitcher's duel 1-0 tomorrow. But
just keep the energy, and they'll be fine tomorrow.
A crazy one here at the Babe Ruth Field. We appreciate everyone who stuck out in the crowd, who stuck out for this one, anybody who watched on all the avenues. But for everyone, our whole staff, Ryan Narowski, our director, give all the credit to our camera guys outside, Liam O'Hare and Ozzie Moore. Those guys were freezing out there. I don't envy those guys, but I appreciate what they do. Ali Rocco on the scoreboard, we appreciate all of her help today. Ariel Melendez here and Tyrell Dunn, we really appreciate you stepping in. You got your money's worth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this one, you didn't come in thinking you were going to be here almost 3.5 hours,
I did
but
not.
we appreciate you stepping
Of course.
in. Again, we'll be back with you tomorrow night in Vineland, this time under the lights, 7 p.m. at the high school. Again, Vineland comes out with the 17-11 win. Stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting. We've got plenty more action starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Have a good one, everyone.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.